best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
Are you serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you today?
I am doing well. Did you catch any good basketball last night?
I did.
Came on last night.
I watched a little good basketball last night from this Ohio State Buckeye men's team. They smoked Penn State last night in State College.
They did exactly. It went exactly how I wanted it to go. I just smiled. I was at first when the game first started, it was like a 7-0 league, and then they came back and I want to say they might have even took the lead, and I was like, and then they just. From that moment on, it was just lights out. I just smiled. I couldn't stop grinning. They should definitely be in the tournament.
I mean, if they're going to play like this consistently, I agree with you 100%. Because this is what I've been asking for all year from this Buckeye basketball team is when you have an inferior opponent, don't play down to their level. And first 5 minutes of that game, I got a little nervous because I'm watching it, and Penn State has no semblance of an offense.
No.
Their starting point guard was out, and there's rumors of him transferring out to a – could you blame him, by the way? Look, I rip the shot a lot. The Schottenstein Center is not the greatest basketball environment, but that Penn State arena may have had 200 people in it last night, including the players and coaches.
It was officially 6,000, not 6,000.
Lies. What's that's complete and utter cap.
Who you would want to go watch at 12 and 18, 12 and 17?
Well, that's my point is they're atrocious anyway as a team. And then you go into that arena, it's dead. That would be the perfect letdown moment for a basketball team that has been very up and down this year, right? Witness their game against Iowa that made no sense. By the way, that Penn State team that you just watched, they did have their starting point guard. He was healthy for that game. They beat Iowa. Make that make sense. I have no idea how to quantify all that, but whatever. So they go in there.
It's basketball, man. That's why the tournament is crazy.
The tournament's crazy. Exactly right.
Because all it takes is one dude to get hot and somebody shots not falling for another team.
Well, the first 5 or 10 minutes of that game, Buckeyes got out big, and then Penn State came back and actually took the lead. And I was watching a couple guys picked up fouls, kind of cheap ones. The referees were calling some weird stuff. And I thought, is Penn State going to make this like a muck it up kind of game where they're not any good, but everybody's fouling everybody. And then Penn State didn't make any free throws when they got fouled. So then I thought, okay, no, that's not going to work for them. And then Ohio State, John Mobley Jr. went out and hit, what was he, 8 of 9 from three-point land?
They shot 16 of 23, 70% from the three-point line.
That's insane. That's insane. No one in the country could beat you if you could do that.
And then on top of that, Devin Royal coming back with the rebounds again, because that was always a big thing. This second game in a row, I believe he's had 9 rebounds in
There you
both.
go.
So I think he's starting to iron out his role. And that's the thing. You got to accept what your role is. How can you help this team? And rebounding is something that we've always been talking about for the past couple of years. Tilly gets you 6. Bynum gets you 6. Royal gets you 9. That right there, if you can continue to do that puts me at ease a little bit. Put me at ease.
This was clearly a game that we said yesterday you cannot let down. They did the exact opposite of letting down. They almost hung 100 on Penn State. So, now you are looking at a situation. Everything sets up perfectly for them. Come home, play Indiana on Saturday. It is senior night or senior day, however you want to look at that. But Bruce Thornton's going to get honored. They're going to have a Bruce Thornton bobblehead night. He is also 12 points away from breaking the school record all time for scoring.
Well, he should get that.
We would hope he would get that. So then that could be, and by the way, Indiana is also a very bubblicious team. So if you can beat them, that pretty much seals up, I would think, your NCAA tournament bid. Wouldn't you? If they beat Indiana,
I think they got an 80% chance of making the tournament right now.
I'm saying if you win that,
you win this one, you're in.
You win that Indiana game, I think it's in.
I feel like you in anyways, but this one, you win.
Well, like we talked about yesterday, would they, if it came down to picking between them and another equally deserving team, let's say, but one of those two teams has the Bruce Thornton story to add into the tournament, one of them does not. I don't know. I feel like the NCAA tournament committee would take that under consideration, but don't make them make that choice. Go out there and beat Indiana, which also, by the way, I don't have all the permutations on this, but that also could be big for your seeding when it comes to Big Ten tourney. because right now the eight seed is the last one that gets a double bye.
Indiana was on a losing streak until they played Minnesota.
Yeah. They had lost 4 in a row. They have been bad down the stretch. Iowa has been rough down the stretch too. UCLA is right there. So all those teams, you're in this jumbled mix. And by the way, I believe Iowa plays, is it Nebraska and Michigan to close out the season?
Correct. So the way it sits now, Ohio State would be the 8th seed getting that last double bye.
Right. Now
Iowa, if we're assuming they're going to lose to Michigan and Nebraska, that would put Ohio State in the 8th seed regardless of what happens against Indiana. So the way I look at it right now, according to Joe Lunardi, Ohio State is last 4 byes. So the 64th team in, they would not play in Dayton.
Yeah. That would be. I don't want them to play in
right.
Dayton.
Indiana is the last team in the tournament, the 68th team.
Okay. Right.
So I feel like if Ohio State were to lose to Indiana, maybe those two teams flip-flop. Ohio State's playing in the first 4. But then you have you're subject to bid stealers at that point. You get one bid stealer in the tournament and you're out. So the way I look at it is Ohio State needs to win one more game this season to be firmly in, whether that be Saturday or whatever their first game is in the Big Ten tournament.
Right. And if they lose Saturday, not that would be ideal, but then you would play in the Big Ten tourney probably against an even worse opponent. So not that that's a given.
Yeah. People say they want them to get the 9 seed so they can play like a Oregon or Maryland in the first round. I don't get it because the win's not boosting your resume. But if you lose, that loss might knock you out of the tournament.
Yeah.
Let's just get the double bye, win on Saturday, and just be safe.
Yeah. I think that makes the most sense to me if you're trying to make the tournament and you're finding a way to do it is simply just winning as many games as possible, which is what I've been saying all year long. Let's stop having the expectation of this team to be a bubble team. Why, instead of looking at these games and going, well, they can't win that one, they can't win that one. They should be able to. And I tell you what, last night, it's Penn State, right? Penn State is garbage and awful.
Yes.
But I saw a team shoot 70% from three-point land, which for comparative purposes, they shot 67% from the free throw line. That's an insane number to put up. I don't expect them to hit 16 of 23 threes.
No, but I like that they showing that they have the ability to do so.
They are a very streaky team.
You shoot like that in March.
Well, like what Bone said, they did against Penn State, who they said on the broadcast, Penn State ranks like 300th something in defense, in scoring defense. There's only 300 and something teams in NCAA basketball. They're near the bottom of the nation.
Now, they get steals for some reason, but no, as far as stopping you from scoring, they were terrible at. But doesn't matter. You played about as well as you can, because even if you have open looks, doesn't mean you hit them, right? So good for them for doing everything they were supposed to. This is where, though, I want to see this consistency, because literally a week ago, we watched this team play that Iowa game that looked like they didn't know how to play basketball. So they've gotten hot in the point of in 2 games, they've gone from what the hell was that to they beat Purdue, and then now this Penn State team they destroyed. So let's make sure that consistency stays, because we have seen this team go through streaks where they are very, very hot, very, very good, and then suddenly they can't hit the broadside of a barn. So let's hope that doesn't start happening at the shot when they play Indiana this weekend, because you're going to need that game too, like we said. So
it should be a really good game. It really should, and it's like I say, with the whole
Gabe Cupps redemption tour right there. Get him out there against his old team. Heat him up.
What did he have last night?
I believe he did not have any points again.
He was out there, though.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
he only shot the ball one time.
Despite how good it was yesterday, the bench still had 0 points at halftime and still really didn't do much in the second half.
They finished the game with 10 points.
Yeah, all in the second half of the game.
Fine. That's fine.
Govan had 1 free throw, 1 point.
Look.
By the way, still no one knows how to say his name. We do.
Well, yeah. What was it last night? It was a new version of it again. It was like NJGV Gogan, and it's like, no, that's not right. I don't know. It was bizarre. All right, so yeah, we've got that all coming. By the way, Jackets tonight back in action against Florida Panthers coming in sound. We will talk to Rick Bonis coming up at 7:30 as we usually do. Also, we have Pizza Madness stuff to get to. Lots to get to today. And I've got a little thing for you. If you pay attention to recruiting rankings, things are going to change for you in the next coming year. I'll explain why next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. Well, many of us waking up yet again to some wet and slippery roads out there, and already it's causing some crashes. We have one over on the east side. The left lane is blocked on 70 in that westbound direction, heading towards the city and just passing Hamilton Road out there. We also are seeing a disabled vehicle closer to the city. It's that right shoulder. It's currently blocked on 70 eastbound, just passing Hilton Avenue. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now. Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Well, welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the Millionaire Ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the Millionaire Ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
When we make time to read with kids, children get the message that reading is important and fun. When we read books that have characters of all races, backgrounds, genders, and abilities, students can discover their own voices and learn from the voices of others. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing. As we take part in Read Across America celebrations this week and all year round, please join the OEA in celebrating our nation of diverse readers so we can set up all Ohio students for success.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have a 10 weather impact alert in place for this morning for the commute with patchy dense fog and scattered showers and thunderstorms with some having heavy downpours. As we get into the day, we'll see highs getting into the mid-60s with still some scattered showers and storms into the early afternoon before we see mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies take over into the evening. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, sad news. Dedicate the program today to one Lou Holtz. Passed away last night. It was announced by his family that he had passed away. I guess this came out yesterday afternoon that he had died at the age of 89. His family said, of course, led Notre Dame to a national championship in 1988 and had a reputation for rebuilding programs left and right. Apparently, he lived down in Orlando, and that's where they said he passed away, surrounded by family. Cause of death not provided, but you know what? He's 89 years old. You know what I mean? Like, short of it being something like got hit by a bus, I think, most of us can kind of understand that someone who's 89 years old, sadly passed away. But, as far as his reach, I'm curious how you and Dylan, Tyvis, kind of view him, because we're of different generations. Like, I'm in my 40s. You guys are in your 30s. How do you guys perceive Lou Holtz? Because I probably have a different view on it.
Well, obviously, growing up, Lou Holtz was one of those coaches that he used to make me laugh because he'd be like, boy, I tell you, we're going up against such and such, and I don't know how we're going to stop this guy, and blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, Rocket Ishmael is taking it to the house on the kick return. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you doing that? So that used to make me laugh. Obviously, playing under Urban, that was like one of Urban's mentors. Like, he loved.
Oh, sure, loves Urban. Yeah. I don't think it's a secret. Notre Dame was one of his ideal jobs that he could have ever had.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, he had a tremendous respect and love for Lou Holtz. So, naturally, I'm gonna have the same thing. And then, obviously, there's the Ryan Day era where he liked to know where Lou. I wonder if they ever fixed that before. I wonder if
they did.
Sat down and had a conversation. He found out
where Lou Holtz is right now.
Well, yeah, I hope he. Well, we know where he is. He's at the great beyond.
There you go, Tyvis.
Great beyond.
Technically accurate. I don't think Ryan Day's making a call to the family, being like, "Yeah, what do you got?" No, I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's the time or the place. I would hope you're right. I would hope they patched it up. Right. That would be a nice thing. Is if they could have had that moment. But
yeah, I remember Lou talking about, I feel like he said he reached out to Ryan Day and he didn't answer.
Yeah, but I think that was right after the national championship, and whatever, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know what their history was there. I don't know how they sorted it out. I do know Lou Holtz helped. Technically, he was an assistant on that 68 national championship team for Ohio State. So he was on a championship winning staff here at Ohio State. And despite some of what he said during the Notre Dame Ohio State, games over the last few years, like, that's a guy who clearly has respect for Ohio State and has talked glowingly about this program from time to time in his career. But regardless of if he did or didn't, the contributions he made to the game are immense. Have you ever seen, because he did a lot of motivational speaking, Lou Holtz? Mm-hmm. You ever seen the magic trick he used to do?
No.
I guess he would do. I don't know if he just had the one. Maybe he had other ones too. But the one I'm talking about is he would be talking, and the whole crux of the speech is essentially that, when you want to do big things, you got to have big dreams. You got to have belief in something. You have to believe in something that seems impossible. As he's doing this, he's holding up a newspaper. He shows you that it's a real newspaper, right? And he just starts ripping it in half, like all the way down. Splits it in two. Grabs the two pieces, rips them again, grabs the four pieces, turns them turns it into confetti almost, wads it up in his hand, and then in a split second, he just unfurls it like a towel, and it's a fully reformed, the paper's back.
It's an illusion.
Of course it's an illusion. It's a trick.
Thank you, Tyvis.
It's an illusion.
I've been infatuated with somebody that I follow on Instagram where they like show you how all the tricks is done,
right?
And like how it's a lot of sleight of hand and stuff like that.
Of course it is.
And like you be having like stuff stacked in and you switch hands with it. It's been very fascinating for me. So every time I hear a magic trick now, it's like, oh, it's just an illusion.
As the great Job Bluth once said on Arrested Development, they're illusions, Michael. A trick is something a whore does for money. That's a different thing entirely. Anyway, the point is, Lou Holtz would do his illusions with the paper, right? And he would rip them up. Sorry, that was on network television. I think I could say that quote. I'm just pointing out. That was on Fox. Anyway, so he rips up the newspaper into little confetti, folds it in his hand, and it comes out, and it's brand new. Like none of the ripped pages are anywhere. I don't know how. Well, I didn't know how he did it till last night.
Oh, you watched?
Well, because I had seen these videos over the years, and I always thought like that's such a cool trick. I wonder how he did it.
Real on Instagram too, huh?
I went and looked it up. And here's what I got to tell you though. Like, I watched other people do it online, people who are like magicians or people who do illusions online. Like, this is their thing. They show you how these tricks are done. He did it better than any of them. Like, the way he did it was so smooth and clean. I'm saying, like, I think trained magicians would say, no, that guy did that trick better than almost anyone you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And my point is, it seems like whatever Lou Holtz wanted to go do, he tried to do it to the best of his ability. Like he didn't half-ass anything, is what I'm trying to say.
You know, it's interesting. You never know what somebody is capable of until like it's in the moment, right? So one day I was on the Buckeye cruise, I believe. Yeah, this is when we was on land. This was 2020 COVID year. 21 actually.
They had a Buckeye cruise on land?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We was down in Fort Lauderdale. So this was
20. Oh, you couldn't go on the boat. You
right.
Okay.
Because before the shutdown in 2020, we were on the cruise. Oh. When we got back from the cruise a month later, that's when the world shut down.
And you almost could have been on one of those cruises they'd left.
Exactly. So anyways, 2021, we was on land down in Florida.
Yeah.
So Carnell was talking to these people, and he was like, y'all want to see a magic trick? Now, I've known Carnell since we were freshmen in college.
Yeah.
I never knew that he actually knew how to do a magic trick. And it was I'm going to show you this card. You get to take a card, show it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But he did it to where it's like, hold your hands like out like a fist. And he going to put the cards in there. He going to hit the card, and all the cards is going to fall. And you're going to have just the one that was yours stuck to your hand.
Yeah.
It was that. And he did that. He did it, and he walked away. He was like, boom, that's your card. And he walked away. And they turned that card over, and it was their card. I looked at him like, what you know? What you know?
I'm with you. I find it so fascinating when someone knows a trick like that or an illusion, and they can just pull it out as like a party trick kind of thing and just wow everybody.
That's how I would feel if Lou Holtz did that with the newspaper.
Dude, I'll try to find one and post it, because go watch him do it. It's unbelievable. And of course, the man also was in his 70s, so it's not like he had the most dexterity, is what I'm saying. As you get older, it's harder to do. He was as good as anyone I've ever seen doing this trick, and obviously had a great football career. I know I'm kind of focusing on this weird aspect of his life, but what I'm saying is it shows you the guy's attention to detail.
Do you guys remember him on College Football Final, I think was the name of the show on ESPN? Him and Mark May.
See, that's what I remember.
Yes, Reese Davis would dress in the robe, and they would him and Mark May would argue a side, and then they would give a final verdict. That was a great segment.
Yeah, it was.
Whatever happened to Mark May?
I think everyone realized his shtick was up, and they moved on from him, because all he could do was literally hate on 3 teams, and then everything else.
No, it wasn't 3. It was 1.
Well, it was 1.
I was going to say,
it was Ohio
Desmond
State for
Howard
sure.
just took his place.
Pretty much. But at least Desmond Howard has the connection of well, you're a Michigan guy, so that's why your shtick is what it is. Also, he won a Heisman. So, I get why he gets asked questions. Mark May, was a great player, too.
Does he even do anything?
Not that I know of.
Me, I haven't heard from the guy since I was in college.
If I lost to a team by 70 points in my career, I would be bitter for the rest of my life as well.
Yeah, well, that's true enough. Yeah, when Pitt, he wasn't on the team when that happened, but yeah, it was that was bad. Anyway, R.I.P. Lou Holtz contributed a lot to the game. Also, let's be clear, cheated his ass off quite a bit too. But hey, that was a game in college sports, so whatever. Everybody was doing it back then. Like your guy, Mark McGuire, in baseball. Everybody was doing it.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged.
It is alleged.
It's reality.
Okay, sure. If you pay attention to college recruiting rankings, they're going to change a little bit next year because as of 2027, so next year, 24/7 Sports has announced that to calculate their official team recruiting rankings, what they do now is they do the composite, right? Where they take their rankings and everybody else who does them. They add it all up as a number. They give you the composite number. That's how they do their recruiting rankings. Well, now they're going to rely only on their own internal recruiting rankings for their team rankings. So now what you're going to have is more people arguing over recruiting rankings, which if that interests you, there are plenty of other radio shows for you because I will not be engaging in that because I don't care.
Nobody cares about. I don't think people care about the high school ranking, none of that anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because that kid going to be there for 1 year.
At a good school. Well, you know what? At a bad school, too. He's going to come in for 1 or 2 years, get the bag, and then go on to another school where he can get more money. Yeah.
If he does well, they ain't going to be able to afford him because everybody's operating out of deficits, so nobody can afford anything. So then you got to go to the next place, and you got to get a cheaper guy.
I guess. Yeah, it's.
Give me the 3-star.
You know what? Yeah, fair enough. Give me the guys from high school. Give me the 3 stars who want to be here and who are like, I'm locked in.
Iguodala.
Right. And then also, like, go get the guys in the transfer portal who are legit dudes and then have those guys come in. But, yeah, it's whatever. I think we're going to see a lot of recruiting changes in the next few years. We're already seeing them. So just whatever you were used to with college recruiting, I know it's other than just football, but obviously they focus a lot on college football recruiting at 24/7. Like, that's going to change a little bit there, but the whole game has changed with NIL, transfer portal, and the like. One Buckeye running fast has now resulted in a stupid media fight, and it is stupid, but you will find out all about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there. Well, we are seeing some flooded roads this morning. Starting over in Pickaway County, it's happening on State Route 752. It is closed all lanes in both directions. We're talking westbound and eastbound at North Business Place. That's just north of Asheville. And also for our friends on the west side, just south of London, we are seeing flooding on State Route 38 in both directions as well. All lanes are blocked at Linson Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Spring is right around the corner, and if you're like me, I bet you're excited for warmer weather. But as temperatures rise, make sure your energy bills don't. Keep those cooling costs low with Window Nation's high-quality, energy-efficient products. Simply request a consultation where the experts will visit your home, spot problem areas, and make recommendations. Then they'll install your customized windows in just a day. With Window Nation windows, your home will be shielded from outside hot air while you remain cool and comfortable inside throughout the spring and summer. Window Nation's going to have your house looking great, and you'll also have peace of mind. Did you know all of Window Nation's products are backed by a lifetime warranty? It's true. There's no better time than now to upgrade your home with Window Nation. In March, the more you buy, the more savings you can enjoy. Up to 50% off all window styles. Yeah, 50% off. Plus, Window Nation's got some great financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. Visit windownation.com for your free consultation today. That's windownation.com.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheetz. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, we'll have some Pizza Madness updates for you, all presented by Billiards Plus. Pizza Madness going on right now. You can see the bracket and more, pizzamadness.pizza. We also have some voting for you on Twitter, at Bone and Tyvis 971, voting as well at pizzamadness.pizza. So again, all that. We'll give you some updates. Today's bracket that we're doing this morning is the sausage region. I was an idiot yesterday and almost screwed up the entire thing. So during the show, as we were doing our pineapple bracket, I'm getting emails and texts and like, what are you doing? This is not right. And so this is all internally. This is all actually from my mom and dad who watched the show on YouTube. They were the only ones emailing and complaining. But the point is, we got it all sorted out. We're back on track. What we're going to do today is give you this sausage bracket. We're going to reveal the first round winners of that. And then tomorrow, we're going to whittle down our 2 brackets because we're doing 2 of them. Common Man and Timmy are doing 2 of them. We're going to get all down to a Sweet 16 by tomorrow night, 6 p.m. or, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday. I've got it.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Look at you, man. You nervous.
Point is,
I got
it so
emails
wrong
got you nervous.
They got me, yes, I'm gun shy now. So, as of tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., we will have a Sweet 16 for you in Pizza Madness, and then you'll be able to see that, pizzamadness.pizza. And, of course, you can vote on that next week. So we'll have all that for you. But what I look at that as is an opportunity, Tyvis. There will be only 16 pizza places on the list after tomorrow night. If you are looking, well, you got to have known a few of them, right? Some of these places that are going to win, I'm sure people have been to, but there might be 3, 4, 10 that you haven't been to. Mm-hmm. You're going to have all day Saturday, all day Sunday to go get some pizza. I'm just saying, you can go bang it out.
Yesterday.
Where'd you go?
All this pizza talk, and I'm like, man, I want a pizza.
I can't blame you. I did too. Yeah,
I'm shocked. So I was supposed to, me and my wife were going to try Dewey's because we've never had Dewey's.
Okay.
And it was so funny because as we're talking about which pizza we wanted and we were talking about Dewey's, Man and Timmy was on there discussing Dewey's. And I don't remember if it won or not. I think it was going against George's.
Okay. That's interesting because I know Common Man is a huge fan of George's.
I believe George's won.
I'm not.
I think he was. I think he was saying that Dewey's.
But he also loves Dewey's.
But he said it was a solid pie.
Dewey's?
He said Dewey's is a solid pie. When he said that, I knew he was going with George.
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, you got it. That's correct. All right.
So he discouraged me. So I went to Sexton's because I know Sexton's is good. I know I just go hit every time. And it was delicious last night.
Well, a couple of the close battles we have this morning, Rotolo's, which is a legendary spot, Rotolo's and Harvest Pizzeria, multiple locations around the city for Harvest. They are locked in a 6-11 battle. Harvest is the 6 seed. Rotolo's is the 11 seed.
Harvest is good.
It is very good pizza. And then we have another one that's close, DeCarlo's and Borgata. I actually went and had Borgata yesterday.
How was it?
You know,
it was a solid pie.
It was. They do a New York slice, they call it, right? And it is a big floppy slice of pizza. If you remember the Ninja Turtles like cartoon, when I mean this would go back to when I was a kid, so a little before some of your time, but like if you've seen that Ninja Turtles, when they would pull a piece of pizza out in the cartoon, the cheese would just be dripping down and gooey, and in the cartoon it looks awesome. And I got to tell you, I had it in person. It is still awesome, but that is how I would describe the Borgata slice. Now, if you want it to stay together a little bit more, if you want a little bit more of like a solid crust base for it, for a big slice, maybe Borgata's not going to be your favorite. It's still delicious.
Aren't you a well-done baked guy?
I am. So that I need a little leopard spotting. Yeah. There was no leopard spotting on this.
I remember you telling the story about how you get 2 frozen pizzas.
Yep, that's it.
You put them both in there, and your wife's comes out earlier.
Well, my wife lets the oven breathe on it, and then that's done. And me, I like the pizza actually be cooked all the way. So I leave it in like another 5 minutes past when she does, and I actually get a pizza, not just a pile of gooey cheese. So yes, but that's how so we actually do, and must be nice. We have the split oven. So we can set 2 separate. So
Damn, big money. Big money.
You
can't hide money, boy.
It's the first time I ever had something like that, and I use it. I abuse that thing because it's like, you put this in there and that in there, and we're cooking stuff at the same time. It's great.
My wife asked me a question that I don't know if I have had the answer for. I believe I answered it correctly, but I need to ask you for Pizza Madness.
Yes,
were we considering Chicago deep dish style?
I don't think. I'd have to double check. Well,
because I said I don't think so. I think we were doing Central and New York style. But I'm not 100% sure if any of those places that I might not know is.
I feel like Meister's is on the list. And Meister's it's not on our side of the bracket. I think it's on the other side. But Meister's, good bar, good spot, and they do delicious pizza too. But they do like a tavern style, and they also do a deep dish. Their deep dish is really good. But I don't that's the one I can think of for sure that I know offers it. There might be others that I'm forgetting.
What'd you say the name of it? Meister's. Yeah, it's on there. They probably doing it today.
Yeah.
The eggplant region.
Yeah, the eggplant region. I like that. We had an upside down pineapple yesterday, eggplant today. It's all good. So very quickly, these idiots, Mike Florio and Adam Schefter, going back and forth.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
So
this is ridiculous.
Carnell Tate ran a 40 time that we've all said, like, whether it's a 4.48 or a 4.52 or a 4.53 or a 4.45, that's all very fast, right? And it's all more than good enough for him to play in the NFL. And by the way, cut the tape on, you'll see what he can do. However, Adam Schefter, after that 4.52 or whatever was posted, he said, actually, I talked to a bunch of people, and they said he was going much quicker than that on their, individual times, which you informed me, Tyvis. I didn't know.
It's a thing.
The scouts stand there, even though there's electric timing, which is done by a laser, and it's accurate. They stand there with their handheld wristwatch, and are like, oh, actually, I think he was slower. Oh, I think he's a little faster. Whatever. So apparently Florio said that Schefter putting that out there, like, oh, Carnell Tate actually ran faster than you think. He said, well, what'd you do? Just copy paste from Drew Rosenhaus, who texted you, his agent? Is that what you did? So the Hot Take Tuesday, Schefter responded with screenshots. Now, didn't show who the names are, obviously, because he doesn't want his sources to be revealed, but showed there are multiple sources where he said, hey, what did you guys have him at? And they said, we had him at 4.47. We had him at 4.48. Yeah, so this is all very dumb.
It's the stupidest thing in the world because it's not that serious. If Carnell went out there and ran a 4.6, this would be a different story. This man ran a 4.53, which is still fast. Like, it's not that serious. It really isn't. Like, we really overrate the 40 because you can't sit there and tell me John Ross, Xavier Worthy, you can't tell me that these guys is great wide receivers. It's irrelevant. It's not irrelevant, but you need to have a little bit of speed. But just being lightning fast doesn't guarantee that you're going to be successful. It's about route running. You look at the two top receivers in the NFL these past season, JSN and Puka. Both were 4.5 guys.
Yeah.
You look at the guy who scored, who I believe led the NFL in touchdowns, single-hand touchdowns, not quarterback, but like player, Devontae Adams, 4.5.
Well, the point here.
It's not that serious.
There's more to football than running in a straight line. Like, playing wide receiver is not just about speed, although speed kills, and everybody would love to have a guy who's 4.2 if they could on the speed chart. But ultimately, yeah, it's about a lot more than that. I will say this on the Florio side of things, like, he's not wrong that it is an odd thing to see Adam Schefter put that out there, is it not? Because theoretically, Tyvis, like you just said, they stand there for all these guys with their hand time, and they get their own times, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Adam Schefter tweet something like that other than this Carnell Tate thing, which, fine, I'm glad he did. I mean, it probably helps out Carnell Tate a little bit, but like, I think, and I hate Mike Florio, so I know that I'm hating myself for saying this. He's probably pointing out the fact, I think he could have done a little clearer, that Schefter didn't go out there for every guy and be like, actually, you know what? He was actually faster than his blah, blah, blah. Like, he's only done it a couple, or maybe this one time in a high-profile case where probably the agent, you would guess, reached out and said, hey, I don't think that time is accurate. You should go ask people around the NFL if that time's accurate. And then Schefter did a favor for a guy who probably gives him a lot of info.
As I stated yesterday, if it is really that big of a deal, they have pro day, in a couple weeks? He will run it again.
Of course.
And there we go. And guess what? I don't think there is an electric time. I think they got the things out there, but everybody else will have a stopwatch, and they will clock him and have his time.
Yeah.
If it's that big of a deal, which in my personal opinion, a 4.53 is still rolling.
Yeah,
so, this is ridiculous.
I don't get it.
And then after the pro day, Schefter will tweet out that Carnell Tate ran a 4.3.
Right. Yes, right. Of course. That's the thing, is it did feel a little bit like you're running interference for the guy, but whatever. That's how the sausage gets made. All right. If you missed it, we had a gold medal winner on the station yesterday. You'll hear what Zach Werenski said next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, definitely seeing some more crashes out there. Starting Gahanna, the left lane is blocked on 270 in that southbound direction just beyond 62 because of a crash. We also have another incident over on the west side. It's on 270 northbound, just passing that 70 intersection. That right lane is blocked. You're in the teens for your delays out there. And for our friends in our southeast corner, a heads up, we have a crash on 70 westbound, just passing State Route 317, also known as Hamilton Road. That left lane is also blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
If your roof is leaking, you don't need a sales pitch. You need answers. I'm Bill Schmidt with Brothers Roofing and Construction, a local certified contractor helping homeowners across central and southern Ohio solve real problems. No pressure, just honest work done right.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
A system for every home and every budget at Logan AC and Heat Services. Get a free Trane furnace with the purchase of an air conditioner. And don't forget about our 10-year parts and labor warranty available now. Logan Services.
After my accident, people warned me to slow down. I said, I don't know how. Thanks to my VA care team, I haven't.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
Looking to launch a career in the skilled trades but don't know where to begin? Part-time service in the Ohio Army National Guard can help. You can kickstart your career by enlisting in one of our many trades-based jobs. Get paid to learn these skills and gain on-the-job training when you report to your unit 1 weekend a month or 2 weeks in the summer. To learn how the Guard can pay for your civilian trade certification, visit nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Either way, obviously we're not going to talk a ton about war right now. I just saw this, and it's a fascinating thing that I don't understand. It's the people in the news who go to the places where the wars are going on, and they do their shows from active war zones. Like, I don't understand that. Do you? Like
it's a good touch, T-Bone.
By the way, I want everyone to know, as we're talking, Tyvis is just dancing in the camera. You can go see it on YouTube. 97 or just search 97 on the Fan on YouTube. Hit on T-Bone and Tyvis. She'll be right there. Are you doing the Macarena? Is that what that was? Something. Some kind of line dance. Tyvis, have you seen this clip? There's Aaron Burnett who is on CNN. You know, there's a bit of a war going on right now.
Yes.
U.S. and Iran.
Yes.
And then Israel is involved, and now other countries are getting whatever. I'm not here to comment on all that. I'm just saying, when there's a hurricane, and they send a weather person out there, it's like, that's dangerous, but I presume they're like near shelter that they can get in from the wind.
You would think.
There's a clip of Aaron Burnett on CNN last night where she's standing on the balcony of a building. They're in Tel Aviv, Israel. And as she's talking, she goes, okay, so there was a missile, because Israel has like a missile defense system. Well, apparently it missed one. And so she's like, okay, there is a missile actively flying. And then you hear air raid sirens. And she's like, okay, we're going to have to get off the air now. We're going to go down to our secure bunker. And it's like, you're like,
yeah,
I'm out on, like, I don't care what they pay you.
They're trying to make sure you get the scoop. They're trying to get the scoop for you.
Here's what
they're putting their life on the line for you, so you can see what's going on.
Here's what I'm telling you. I am of the opinion, I do think it's good that journalists go and cover games live, right? Mm-hmm. But for what we do, I am of the opinion that me being at the game is just for me. If I need to talk about watching like that Ohio State game last night with Penn State, I don't need to call up the station and say, fly me to State College, get me in the building so I can witness it firsthand what happened, and then I can accurately relay it to the people. I can watch it on TV and give you a pretty good idea of what's going on. But I would have missed some little details that, like an Adam Jardy who's covering the team, he needs to be there. Yeah. But, like, you don't need me there. What I'm saying is, I would be on CNN. If I was on CNN, they're like, oh, you got to go to the war zone. I'd be like, I can watch it on TV.
See, and that's okay.
I don't need to be there live for that.
See, I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe you more educated on this than me.
Probably not.
So in a war zone, you got people that's news reporters that want to go report on the war zone.
Yeah.
If I'm at war, right? Let's say I'm the U.S. and I'm over there.
Sure.
I got my gun on me. I mean, it's everybody. I don't know who's good and who's bad, but like I'm not about to sit and ask questions. So you mean to tell me you potentially could catch a stray bullet?
Yeah. Just out
trying to get news
or missile.
No.
Well, what if the guy sitting in the bunker who's firing the missiles is like, put it at 0945-7, and it's like supposed to be -10 or 12 or 5 or whatever, and then it's like, oops, we missed, we hit the wrong building, and then that's the one you're in while you're just standing there doing your report.
You could be out there reporting, and boom, the war could just break out. It could just the fight could just.
There's been been hundreds of journalists that have died. I know in Gaza. That, like, they had press vests on. They're like, I'm just here covering the news, and they're dead. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know why. I don't know why we send people over to do that. I understand you have to. They're brave, is what I'm saying. They're brave. They're documenting this stuff. Good for them. The world needs to know what's happening, right? But like Aaron Burnett, in her case, she is a presenter. You know what I mean? Like, you have reporters that go out in the field and do that. That's their job. Her job is to sit behind a desk and say, now let's talk to this person. Now let's talk to that person. Now here's a video from this place.
Yes.
And they have her there live. Anderson Cooper's done that for years, too. And a lot of these people, they said,
it must be.
I don't know why.
It must be, like, more safe It can't be as bad. The war can't be as bad as I think.
I don't think
it must not be a war.
Okay. Go on over there, Tyvis.
I'm not
Get on over there and see what you think, because I've seen some videos where it doesn't look like it's happy playtime.
Just
it
open
looks pretty bad.
gunfire. You walk out there, there's just open gunfire.
Well, it's Anyway,
my favorite part is when they send the reporters and they put the bulletproof vests on them.
Yeah, that
like what if you catch one
to the face?
If you catch one in the head? Yes.
What is that going to do against an I? Yeah, right. Like exactly. I almost said an IUD. I don't think that's right. ICBM. I don't know what
IUD is when you don't want kids for the moment.
Thank you. That's right. Zach Werenski was on with Rothman and Ice yesterday talking about the men's USA hockey team getting it done against Team Canada in the Olympics, and Zach talked about the game-winning goal, the play that he made to help set up and create Jack Hughes' game-winning goal.
Well, at first I kind of thought McKinnon was going to get it, so I just tried to put some pressure on him because I know if he hits it the other way, it's a 2-on-0 for Canada. So I just wanted to put pressure on him so he couldn't make a play. I think me putting the pressure on him makes him hesitate a little bit, and it allows me to get a stick on it. And then from there, it's kind of a toss-up of who's going to get it, and luckily for me, it bounces right back to me, and I ended up making the play to Jack. So, I really didn't have too much of a plan. I honestly was just trying to get it so McKinnon couldn't make a play on it.
That is a very understated way of saying you bossed Nathan McKinnon and made the moment happen, is how I feel about that play.
I'm not going to lie. When I seen Nate McKinnon, actually it was Connor McDavid. When the lineup was Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, I was like, first of all, that's just ridiculous. And obviously, Connor McDavid had the breakaway, and I was like, well, it's over. And then they got the stop, and then it got to Connor McDavid. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, that's the BS talking point that some of the Team Canada fans have had is like, well, 3-on-3 hockey's not real hockey, actually.
They keep saying that.
All right.
They keep saying, like, in the playoffs and championship, they don't do that for overtime.
They don't. And they don't. But like that also like in baseball, right? Where you have the ghost runner at second all season long. Once you get to the playoffs, they get rid of that.
But they do it to speed the game up. So they thinking, so you're saying Team Canada's issue is
they're saying it should have been 5-on-5 hockey like it is in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's what they do. And that's I understand that argument, except for the fact that like your three guys that you have 10 Hall of Famers on that team you could pick from to go out and get your three guys. Team USA does not have as many. They have very good players, but you're Team Canada. You're the dream team of the 90s. That's your hockey team every year, and yet you're complaining that. Like, imagine if the dream team was like, well, when we played Spain, all we could do was put out like Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley and Karl Malone,
Scotty,
and
Mullins.
You can put out anybody you wanted to.
And Patrick,
right? It's like we put out Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Patrick Ewing. That's all we could do. It's like those are three Hall of Famers.
Isn't it Nathan McKinnon who got the little plush bear?
They all did, yes. But he was the one who looked at it and was like, what the F am I going to do with this? Throw it in the trash is the answer. But yeah, if you didn't hear that whole interview, you can find it. Just go to a bunch of places. You can go look up your podcast wherever you get them. Just search Rothman and Ice. You can hear that interview. I believe it was at 2:30 yesterday, so most of the way through the show. So you can go find that interview there. It's also on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, and then look for the Rothman and Ice page. You can actually click on, each show has its own page, and they'll have that interview there. I'm quite sure you can see the whole thing. But yeah, very cool stuff for Zach. And, he talked a little bit about coming back from illness. Hopefully we can see him go tonight. That would be great. Don't know if that's going to happen, but tonight they are playing Florida. We'll talk with Rick Bonis coming up in about 35 minutes. So maybe we can get an update on that as well. What are we doing next? Oh, yeah, the list. We haven't even brought up what the list topic is today. That's how busy we've been.
Mm-hmm.
The list today, top 5 video games of all time. Now, we're doing this in part because of a guy named Kyler Murray. He's going to be released by the Cardinals. He's going to have some time on his hands possibly to play some video games. I don't know what his list is, but we'll tell you ours next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
As you're heading downtown, we are seeing a new crash into our system. The left shoulder is blocked on 71 in that southbound direction right at Main Street. We also have a disabled vehicle not too far away affecting 70 in both directions, just passing Kelton Avenue. So expect some lane closures this morning, an active scene out there. And lastly, as you're heading outside of downtown, taking 71 southbound, we have reports of flooding just passing Greenlawn Avenue. That right lane is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in-store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
It's March. Send it in, big fella. That means the greatest sports weekend of the year is coming, and the best place to set the puppies and watch the tournament is at Hollywood Casino Columbus. I'm Scotty Vegas, and Thursday through Sunday opening weekend, kiss the kids goodbye and hang out from noon to 5 with the fan at the Hollywood Casino Sportsbook. A Bill Raftery impersonation contest, free throw games, free shirts, and more. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Onions!
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Remember what sunshine feels like? Windows open, birds chirping, everything looking fresh and new. Spring is closer than you think, and so are those home projects on your to-do list. Maybe winter left its mark. A small leak that's getting bigger, shingles that didn't survive the snowstorms, or siding that's clearly seen better days. Whatever your home is facing, our team of professionals at Newman Roofing are here to help. For more than 34 years, Newman Roofing has been helping homeowners protect what matters most. From your first phone call, you'll notice the difference. Passionate and committed people who care about doing the job right. And with over 1,000 five-star Google reviews, you don't have to take our word for it. If your roof, siding, or gutters need attention, call the family company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof this spring, get a Newman roof.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, Go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.89% APR 5.91% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The basketball Buckeyes went into Happy Valley and put a 94-62 beat down on the Nittany Lions. Bruce Thornton had 18 points in the game, leaving him 12 points shy of the program's all-time scoring record going into the season finale versus Indiana on Saturday. The Lady Buckeyes will play in the second round of the Big Ten tournament against the Indiana Hoosiers today. Tip-off is at 2:30 over on the Fan 2. The Columbus Blue Jackets are also in action tonight. They'll host the Florida Panthers at Nationwide Arena. Coverage for that one starts at 6:30 right here on the Fan. CBJ head coach Rick Bonis will join T-Bone and Tyvis this morning at 7:30. This update is sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Now, I was looking in the chat, and I want to know, I think it was Mario who said something. What is this Buffalo style pizza?
It wasn't Mario. I had the same question. It was someone named like Yankees, whatever, and they have like a bunch of numbers after the name. Sorry, I don't.
Oh yeah, Yankees 1040 whatever.
So this is in the
By the way, the worst
YouTube
pizza
chat.
place in New York, in the Buffalo, New York area is better. Every single pizza place in these brackets.
Yeah, so he's basically saying all of the pizza places we have on Pizza Madness, presented by Billiards Plus, by the way. All the places on Pizza Madness are not as good as just any pizza place in Buffalo. And then, of course, the chat has been lighting up this dude or gal, whoever it is, saying, what even is Buffalo pizza?
Right.
I didn't know
Buffalo
it was
notoriously known for their pizza choices.
I didn't know it was
Come
a
on.
Buffalo style pizza.
I don't think there is. What is?
I gotta Google it. Buffalo style pizza is a distinct regional style from Buffalo, New York, characterized by thick, airy, spongy crust, a sweet, savory tomato sauce, heavy.
Sweet sauce and thick crust. Out. Done.
Heavy
Bye.
cheese and a signature cup and char pepperoni.
All right, cup and char pepperoni we can get behind. That's, you know what those are, right? Those little, the little pepperonis, like a lot of places do around here, where when you cook them up, they cup up. And
yeah.
they keep the grease inside.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I like. Now that's good, but fine, you can like whatever. You know what? That sounds a little bit like a Detroit style pizza to me, but God forbid I say it's not a Buffalo style pizza. Buffalo, you got wings. Isn't that good enough? You need everything. You need everything. You got it. Oh, we have a Buffalo style pizza too. Actually, it was Quentin in the chat who said, "What is Buffalo style pizza? Just chicken wings dipped in tomato sauce?" God awful. But yeah, that's about right.
As someone who was born in the metropolitan area of New York, I would like to say Buffalo pizza, never even knew it was a thing. Not the same style as New York style pizza.
No.
And upstate New York, more a part of Canada than New York itself.
Bang. I mean, it's right across the border.
Yes.
I mean, share the falls, right? They're not far. You can go up there and see all that. So there you go. All right. So more Pizza Madness talk coming up in a sec.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on The List.
Sponsored by Baths R Us. Go to bathsrus.com to schedule your free estimate. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
I mean, we were talking about this because of Kyler Murray getting cut by the Cardinals, but I think it also fits with the Pizza Madness talk, because what goes better than like a night of playing video games with your buddies than like a couple of pizzas, right?
Yeah.
At least in my time growing up, that was like you got some pizza, you got some like bad sodas like a Mountain Dew or even like a Jolt back in the day. Surge, some caffeinated soda.
Yeah.
He stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing games. Like, what's wrong with that? Sounds good.
That sounds like a heck of a night.
Yeah. All right. So my list, I got to be honest. I have not played through a game trying to beat a game since before I had kids, which my oldest is 15. So my list is going to be a little dated. Sorry in advance for that.
I got some classics.
Okay. Number 5 for me, I'm just going to throw it on there as a blanket statement for all of them because I don't know which version is better than others, but I'm going to put Madden in at number 5 for me.
That's a great choice.
Madden franchise is great. It taught a lot of people a lot about football, so Madden, top 5 for me.
Do I have to put, like, the specific game, or can I put the franchise?
No, I put franchises.
I think franchises, that's where I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then number 5 for me, I'm putting Grand Theft Auto.
GTA, yeah. Go around randomly beating people up. Stealing their cars.
San Andreas was a time.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That was a time. Vice City. Oh, they had some good GTAs.
Yeah.
GTA so good that people still spend money right now on 5.
Yeah.
Waiting on 6.
Yeah.
That game been out for like 15 years.
Well, they keep pushing
and
back 6, don't they?
Still is playing it like it's brand new online. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's, I didn't have it on my list, but it's definitely, I see why you love it. Dylan, you're number 5.
First, I'm going to do honorable mention, Switch Sports. It's what I play with my kid. That's how we bond, or how I'm mentally damaging her by telling her to get better, even though she's only 7 years old. My number 5, also the kids will like, Fortnite. That's also a game that game's been out for like 10 years and people still play it.
I've never
I'm
played
still
it.
buying Sabrina Carpenter skins and
I'm about to say, it's the skins.
dancing on people,
For you?
disrespecting them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know. I
haven't played. I
haven't bought
tell you
this.
what,
I don't. Yeah.
The last time I loaded up Fortnite, which was just last year, I caught a dub.
Yeah.
Big boy dub.
Really?
Yeah. It ain't hard to point and shoot now. Point and shoot, jump around a little bit, point and shoot.
See, I don't know.
No build, though.
I've never.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going against people that know how to build a house. I'm not doing that. No.
All right.
T-Bone has no idea.
No. The only thing close to that I know is Minecraft because my kids. I know how they can get extensive in the builds in that, but I've never done the Fortnite thing. Number 4. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
That was a banger.
I love that game. I loved it. But it's the whole experience, right? It's like you could play the horse kind of game they had where you could like pick up the letters and you could do certain tricks.
Yeah.
Skate,
Yes.
And then you could also get but the soundtrack was good.
The soundtrack on 2. Untouchable.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Like so many good songs.
Make you want to go back to being a kid.
Yeah, I need to go get a regular PlayStation or PlayStation 2 and put it on there.
I remember I used to go to like Toys R Us when I was younger, and you could get like the demos. It was like a CD, but it had like 6 demos on it.
Oh yeah,
and it had like Toy Story, Tony Hawk, all of that. That ain't even a thing no more. I don't even know if they make demos. Period.
Ain't no more free, Randy.
No, of course not. What's your number 4?
Number 4 on my list is Madden. Madden was a game that I promise you I played religiously since I was like 6 years old, all the way up until I got to the NFL. Once I got to the NFL, I stopped playing Madden. It's the darndest thing, but it was my favorite game.
I can see that. I mean, when you're actually like have the ability to be in the game.
Yeah, once I actually was on the game, I didn't want to play it anymore.
Sometimes we got to go look up your Madden ratings and see what you had. But that's another day for another time.
94 speed. That's all that matters.
Dylan, your number 4.
My number 4 is 2K. I believe it was 2K14. I was so nerdy in the game that I had an 89-11 online record.
This is the NBA. This is NBA 2K.
2K.
Right?
You was what?
89-11.
Wow.
Sheesh.
I was playing that on the daily, though. That was my job.
Was this
8 hours of 2K? When I was in college.
When I was in high school, I played like the Play Now mode online, and I was very into it back then. I played 2K. Now I was just playing 2K last night, actually. Big center. 34 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. You know how I do.
Were you guys giving out your locations to 12-years and saying, you want to come fight me?
See, I told you. It's different now. I don't go to game chat anymore. If I go to game chat,
yeah, I know it gets bad.
Yeah.
You do what is it, the party chat or whatever?
I stay in party chat. Yeah, I don't go to game chat. For no circumstances am I going to game chat.
Number 3 for me, and this is the best. I love racing games, like driving games.
Midnight Club.
Nope.
Need for Speed.
Nope.
Gran Turismo.
Bingo.
Gran Turismo.
Love the car selection. Love the tracks.
That game's still $60, and that game came out 10 years ago.
That's the type of game that, like, I always wanted to get the steering wheel, but you could play those games still with the hand controls, and it would actually represent fairly well. It wasn't like you just played on the regular controller. And, yeah, Gran Turismo, great. Soundtrack's great, all that.
Number 3, 007 GoldenEye.
Oh, that was a good one.
I love GoldenEye.
Man.
I love GoldenEye.
You know, they brought it back on Nintendo Switch. If you got a Switch, like, it's on, like, their little Game Pass. You can play it again.
You're serious, Clark? Yeah. I didn't know that. Because I
invest in the Nintendo Switch.
I have some, I have a 15-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 6-year-old who need to be put in their place in 4-player mode.
Yeah.
And I need to go on there. I didn't know that. That's a game changer for me. Dylan, your number 3.
My number 3 is Rocket League. That's a game I never played, but
what is it? I don't even know what it is.
It's like
rocket-powered cars playing soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I've seen ads for. I've never played it.
That's another game that in my prime I was ranked stupid high in the world for being a nerd, and I literally ruined a relationship playing Rocket League.
Like with a actual human woman?
My live-in girlfriend. I was like, why would I spend time with you when I could play Rocket League?
Dylan, look, you got to put that. I mean, did it work out with her? Was she?
I respect the crowd.
Was she someone that you? No, I know it didn't work out. What I mean is, was she someone that you look back on and go like, oh, I screwed that up, or you're like, thank God I got out of that relationship?
She probably deserved better.
Okay. Okay. Good.
But I'm very happy in my current relationship, so it worked.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Rocket League, for helping Dylan find the woman possibly of his dreams. There you go. NBA Jam is what I have at number 2.
That's a banger.
It's not realistic, and that's what I like about it, is that you can play it now with all the old players on it, and it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's fun the way it was when I was a kid. It's fun in arcade mode. It's fun to play it, if you have it on your system, whatever. It's a great game.
my number 2, I'm going to just say WWF. It starts from No Mercy.
Ooh, No Mercy.
All the way to Here Comes the Pain to now. I haven't played the new ones, but like apparently it's like getting back to being a popular thing. I know they're about to drop the new one probably either tomorrow or next week. I might have to check it out.
That's good. I like it. Dylan, your number 2.
My number 2 is Call of Duty. I've probably spent the most time playing Call of Duty than any other game in my life.
You know what? Call of Duty is so good. I got a phone call from Richard Sherman yesterday talking about we got to get back on Warzone. They about to fix it. No, they about to put it back to like blackout mode where you just pick the guns up off the ground. Like it ain't no loadout. Yeah, it ain't no loadouts. I said I might have to try that. So I might have to get back on the duty again.
Well, good news. If they don't fix that, apparently there's another place you could go to do Call of Duty in real life. they got that broadcast on TV now. I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Looks kind of scary.
Just watch the videos at the White House tweets out.
No kidding. All right, number 1. We'll give you our number 1 top video games of all time next. T1 and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning to you. We are noticing 2 crashes so far for your early morning commute. The first one's going to be downtown, a crash on 71 southbound at Main Street where that left lane is blocked. You're already in the single digits for travel times and seeing backups as far back as 71 and 670. Also on the west side, another crash, 270 northbound, just passing 70. That right lane is blocked, seeing those delays as far back as 270 and Georgesville Road. That's a 13-minute delay so far right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab, just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
on any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $160 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $160 more. See store for details.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Some foot issues just can't be fixed by those expensive shoe stores or shoe inserts. A foot exam from a doctor of podiatric medicine, who is the medical expert in foot and ankle care, may give solutions after doing a complete foot examination. If you suffer from foot, heel, or ankle pain, let us help you find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association so you know you are being treated by the very best. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Registration for the Fan 5K is now open. Join your favorite personalities June 20th at Otterbein University. The Fan 5K features a medal, t-shirt, free race photos, and a post-race party.
Get your spot today at 971therace.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have a 10 weather impact alert in place for this morning for the commute with patchy dense fog and scattered showers and thunderstorms with some having heavy downpours. As we get into the day, we'll see highs getting into the mid-60s with still some scattered showers and storms into the early afternoon before we see mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies take over into the evening. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No? The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your ball!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Rick Bonis going to join us coming up at 7:30. We will talk Jackets tonight. They take on Florida. All the action right here on The Fan. By the way, the YouTube page, go to 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You can watch the show. We had breakfast delivered. Tyvis was generous. Bought some Chick-fil-A breakfast burritos for us. Thank you, Tyvis, for that.
Yep.
Of course, today would be the day that I choose to participate in breakfast that the camera has been stuck on me in the commercial breaks. Now, they fixed it during this last break, but the problem was before they fixed it, I'm sitting there eating, and I see all the comments are just like, it's a Bone eating camera. This is like watching Big Brother T-Bone. No, I don't like that. I don't like eating in front of people.
Why?
Shame? I don't know. I don't want to sit there and I'm already fat. I hate eating food in front of people because then it's like, you just feel like they're sitting there going, Yeah, that's right. That's how he got that way. Look at him.
Everybody eats, Bone.
Everybody does eat. You know what else everybody does? Takes a dump. I don't want to do that in front of people either.
Yeah. Everybody pees.
I don't necessarily want to do everything I do in front of people.
If I had to take a dump and it was only one bathroom and it was open and everybody could see it, that's their problem.
Oh. No, I would literally, explode.
You know how bad that is?
Yeah, it's bad. I'm not, I'd find another, I'd wait.
That's crazy, Tyvis. What are you, a zoo animal?
I would walk out into the woods.
My phone out and look down at my phone, and y'all better mind y'all business.
All right, there we go. Great question for Bones. Would you? No, we're not gonna do that.
By the way, so the cameras are not switching on their own now for some reason. And I noticed that I went to the bathroom during the break and then I came back and I was like, oh, everyone's watching Bone eat.
I knew it was happening. It was fine. I didn't care. But I did see literally
eating game.
Wizzy Walt in the chat said ASMR with Bone would do numbers. I don't think it would. If that's your thing, good for you. It's not my thing. But I've never enjoyed the people who are like, oh, yes, they're going to eat the food now. And then they just tap their finger. Oh, I can't. That makes, I just want to vomit every time I see one of those come on.
The regular cam during the commercial breaks is the tower cam.
Yes.
With the look YouTube over the city right now, the fog over the city.
It looks awesome.
It's a great view.
Yeah. But
not as good as you eating.
Well, speaking of eating, I saw, the new, what are we calling it? Scott's Lawn Field?
You would know.
Whatever. The Scott's people sponsor the new Crew Stadium now.
You're the expert here.
Today, Dylan and I are going to go over there to the Crew's facility, and we're going to go get to try some of the new eats they're going to have. This weekend, they open up their home opener. So they have a bunch of the food options that we are going to have in the concourse.
I wasn't
invited. Try some.
Huh?
You were invited, actually. Rob from the Crew said, Tyvis eats a thing, take it on the road. And I said, I'd love to bring him with us to go, but unfortunately, Tyvis goes to Cleveland. So
you're taking my place.
No, I think we were all invited, but I think they really wanted you, and I said, he can't. However, thank you for the invite. When can I show up? And then it was like, I'm sure Rob was like, damn it. I mean, yeah, come on over. So that'll be, actually, you know what? The digital people, Alexi, one of our digital content creators, is going to join us. So if you thought that was fun, watch me eat Chick-fil-A in the break. We're going to have all kinds of video of me eating today. That'll be on our YouTube channel, I'm sure, later on and on our socials. So look for that.
By the way, one of the MIT kids has remotely taken over the computer over here, and I believe is fixing the camera situation.
Oh, good. There you go. Yeah, we do have some MIT grads who work on everything here, and we got what does Bo call them? Top men?
Yes.
I think, yeah. We got top men, top people on it, so that's good. All right, our number one video games. We still have to get there. We did our top 5. If you missed it, go back and listen to it on the podcast, which is always great. You can find the podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis on your favorite podcast app. It's all brought to you by Capital Ford of Columbus. But here's our number ones. This video game literally was a cultural phenomenon when I was a kid. People wrote their congressman about this game and said, do not let the children play it. That made every kid that I knew want to play this game. My wife literally to me one time on one of our first dates, she said to me, just randomly, we were talking about something, I don't remember what it was, and she said, I said something like, yeah, we should get over here. And then she looks at me and goes, and finish him. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. Mortal Kombat, the number one game of all time for me. Loved Mortal Kombat.
The number one game of all time for me that, it's crazy. They just remade it, and I just played it again last year. It came out last year. They're going to remake another one this year, and I'm going to replay it again. Metal Gear Solid. Oh, my goodness. Metal Gear Solid was probably the greatest game run. I think they had 5 of them. All 5 of them games was classics to me. And they remade 3 Snake Eater last year. I beat that game again in a week. They doing number 4 this year. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to beat it again in a week. And I just love the game. Metal Gear Solid.
Is that's Snake?
Yes,
right?
it is.
That's okay. Yeah,
Look at you.
That's the dude from Home Alone. Snake. I don't know no snakes. Same guy, right? I'm sure that's what the game's about. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's based off of him.
It's based off of him, right? Dylan, you're number one.
My number one is GTA. I still get upset every time they push back the release date for 6.
It's never coming out.
When they inevitably push it back to 2027, Tyvis, I'm saving all my vacation days for the launch and 2 or 3 weeks after. My kid is going to the grandparents' house. I will not be her father for 2 weeks.
You worse than Kyler Murray.
Maybe.
A little bit.
There was no clause in my contract here at the station saying that I can't play GTA.
No, you can play it.
Right.
But you're going to take your own time to.
Right.
Do you still play GTA 5?
No. But I had been playing it. I think it came out in 2013.
Yeah.
I would say I was still playing it in like 2023, 2024.
People are still. I got friends that still play it religiously to this day.
What's wrong with that?
I got to check on my houses and my cars.
I'm not giving that game another cent. I'm not paying for it. I'm not giving it no more attention. You got to force them to make the new game.
Yeah.
Why would you make a new game if everybody's still playing the old one?
I mean, that's probably what they keep doing is looking at the numbers and saying, well, why should we put this out yet? Let's just push it back. But when they put that one out, it is going to do massive numbers.
My theory is that the gaming console companies are going to pay Rockstar to wait until the next-gen consoles come out.
Yeah.
And you have to buy a next-gen console to play GTA.
That's what they should do.
That's the smart thing to do, but that's not what I want to happen.
That's smart. I agree with all that. I do hope that they eventually release that game because I would love to play it because it's been too long. I got bored with all the other ones, and now I want to play the new game.
I made the mistake. I wanted to buy the new Resident Evil that came out last week, but I watched a streamer play it, and it was so good that I watched him play the entire game. So it's like I beat the game, and I don't need to buy it. But I wanted to buy it. Right. I beat every last one of them, and this just kind of messed me up. I shouldn't have watched it, but it was so good.
By the way, speaking of releases, did you see Stefon Diggs got released?
by
the Patriots?
Yes, he did. It's been a rough couple of months for him.
It has been.
Well, he had 5 baby mamas last year, allegedly. Lost Cardi B after the Super Bowl because he had one of his other baby mamas at the Super Bowl.
Well, I was going to say that seemed like shocking news, but then again, Stefon Diggs is no stranger to unexpected release.
Then he gets released. It's not going. He must not be living. Well, clearly he ain't living right.
No, I mean, well, it depends on who you are. Maybe that's a point of pride for him. Is that look at all the children I've fathered? That's good for him.
Like
whatever.
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon's proud of it. He's like, I'm well off. I could afford these kids.
Sure.
Why is it your problem?
You know what else is like that? Young boy. Who just welcomed, I think, his 13th child.
Who is Young Boy?
NBA Young Boy.
Oh, that dude. Yes.
I didn't
get
YB?
I didn't get NBA in front of it, so I didn't know if there was a difference.
Listen,
you didn't get
YB. If somebody say YB, just know they talking about NBA Young Boy.
Okay. I will know. And I'm not going to know any of his songs, though, right? Because none of them are on the radio.
There's too vulgar for you.
But, okay.
You would fit right in.
Tyvis is not too vulgar.
You'd fit right in. How you see when you go to those heavy metal concerts.
Yeah.
Imagine that, just all black people. That's exactly what a Young Boy concert is. Just like
Why
that.
do you presume that
Just
it's
like
not all
that.
black people at the metal concert? That's how dare you? That's not the ones I go to.
Give me a band name again.
Which one? What kind of band?
Just period.
Like a metal band?
Yeah.
Converge.
Never heard of it.
I didn't say you would. That's fine. You, Tyvis, are not all black people. I just want to point that out to you. You are a black person. That's right.
Yeah?
That's what I've heard.
Watch this.
That's what I'm told.
Have you ever heard of Converge?
I have not.
Dylan, you are one Hispanic man. You do not represent all Hispanic.
My brother has probably heard of him.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
See? All
my
right.
brother's
There
in
you
that
go.
scene.
That's fine. Rick Bonis, big Converge fan. He's going to join us in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Getting reports of some flooded roads out there, starting off on 71 southbound just as you're exiting downtown, just passing Greenlawn Avenue. We know the right lane is blocked with some ponding out there. Over in Pickaway County, here we go. There's flooding reported on State Route 752, both that westbound and eastbound direction impacted. Just north of Asheville at North Business Place, all lanes closed as well. All lanes blocked over in the Madison County area, just south of London. Penn. It's happening on State Route 38 in both directions at Linson Road. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Oh, okay. We've got a little song today, eh?
Yeah, spent quite a while working on that one. Thought I'd sell more windows if I had a catchy window jingle.
I like it. You know, jingles aren't really our thing at Pella. We just stick to the highest levels of quality and design thing.
Oh. Wish we would have thought of that. Doot.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Rick Bonis will join us in mere moments. Jackets in action tonight, taking on Florida. All the action right here on the Fan coming up later tonight. So we will have that for you. Tyvis, I am still in on Pizza Madness. We have an update on Pizza Madness, by the way, coming up 7:45. We will get you the latest on the voting. It is the sausage region of Pizza Madness. So we will get you caught up on those matchups and start giving you some winners. But now we're going to talk to a guy who, mostly has done the winning when he's come here to Columbus. Rick Bonis joining us. Jackets head man, they're in action tonight, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Rick, good morning. Obviously, good way to get back in the winning side of things and much needed victory the last couple nights. If he's there. There he is.
That's for sure. But no, we're very happy with our game against Nashville. Both teams had played the night before, so it was a little slow getting going, but really, really happy with the third period, scoring the 2 goals we did, especially the shorthanded goal really gave the guys a big boost, and we got the kind of goal we need to score more of between now and the end of the season, and that's just getting to the net and letting pucks hit you, getting some greasy, good goals, getting your nose dirty in there. So that was good to see. The Boston game, we played really well in Boston, and we lost. We just we couldn't score in the chances that we had. Obviously, the Ranger game, we needed to make some adjustments on that after the third period. But overall, the 4 games, we're really happy with the way we're playing, and we're certainly going to have our hands full here with Florida tonight.
So how do you think your guys did, obviously coming out of the break, obviously they had the 2-week break. Although y'all didn't get the win in those first couple of games, do you still think everybody took care of their business over that break?
Absolutely. That first period in Boston, that's the best period we've played since I've been here. We had 20 shots on net. We had 12 scoring chances. You get 12 scoring chances in one period, especially the first period of the game. We've done a lot of good things. So, again, that was the game was much better than the end result. We certainly deserved at least a point out of that game, but that's hockey, and we didn't get it. So, no, that showed me. And those 6 practices we had, they were hard practices, and the guys worked their butts off in those practices. So I knew going into Boston, I felt very, very confident about our team, about our conditioning, where our heads were, and that first period showed it to me.
Well, obviously, Rick, Zach Werenski not being on the ice the last couple nights, I feel like that's a big thing for this team to be able to find those wins even when one of your best players is not out there. No, he's been fighting some illness. He was on Rothman and Ice, our midday show here, and had said he's really battled it. Had an IV in during the Islanders game. I guess he was saying that during the Rangers game, and then also said he couldn't even watch past the second period the other night. He was so sick, but now sounds like he's doing better. from what we heard yesterday, the plan is for him to skate today, right, and see how it's going?
The plan is for him to show up this morning, and if he feels up to it, to skate.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So we know he's going to show up here at some point this morning and see our training staff. And if he's up to it, then he will skate. If not, they'll check him out again and send him back home to bed. So there's no sense pushing this thing. You're sick that many days in a row. As you all know, you get really weak and you get tired pretty quickly. So we'll see how he's feeling this morning. Our fingers are crossed. Hopefully he shows up. I got a nice text from him yesterday saying he's feeling a bit better, and we'll see how the night's sleep went. And see how he's feeling today, and we're all hoping for the best.
Now, excuse me. Now, last game, I think you had both goalies in net. Who you expecting to go out there tonight against the Panthers?
We'll have Jed in there tonight. He got bumped in the head, and there's a spotter in the crowd now, NHL spotter, and it's protocol from the league now. So he had to leave the ice, and he has to take this 15-minute test, which is a good thing. I'm all for that. If a player if there's a fear of a concussion, they should take all precautions necessary to make sure it's not a concussion, to make sure the kid's okay before they put him back on the ice. Because there was a time in our league, man, you had a concussion, they just looked at you and say, okay, you good to go? Yeah, go. You have no idea what you were doing out there, but you're on the ice. So I'm all for this. Jetman, I should say, Elvis went in, made a couple of big saves for us, and we got Jet back in the net. But that's the NHL concussion protocol, and I'm behind that 100%.
Jackets head man Rick Bonis joining us, the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. As you know, tonight, Jackets taking on the Panthers. All the action here on the Fan. So a guy that had a little bit of a break, got to sit down for a couple games because we're trying to see a little bit more out of him. Kent Johnson obviously got back in the lineup. He hasn't had the season that he or anybody else there was hoping for, but what have you seen in his response since, being benched for a couple of games?
Well, the game before that game, he was benched. He was playing right wing. Put him on left wing the other night with Sean Monahan. That is the best I've seen him skate and shoot the puck. And he created 4 or 5 really quality chances. It's unfortunate the puck didn't go in. He didn't get rewarded for it. But I really liked the way he skated, really liked the way he put pucks at the net. And he's got the talent. There's no question. We just want him to battle a little bit harder and protect the puck a little bit better, a little bit longer, make plays with the puck. And he did all of that on the last game. So he's going to go back in there tonight for sure. He deserves another good look at it. And again, hopefully he gets some results tonight, but very, very happy with how the kid responded.
Now, I know the Jackets played Florida earlier in the season and lost that one 7-6. You play them twice in a week span. When you go up against Florida, seeing that they're defending back-to-back champs, is there a little bit more there in that matchup?
Well, yeah, it better be because, again, they're a great hockey club. I don't care where the record tells them. Any night that the team steps on the ice, they're a great hockey club. They've got a lot of great players. And listen, of all the teams in the league that have suffered major injuries, it's Florida. They've lost so many key guys, and they're not just for a game or two, for an extended period of time. And give the coaching staff and the players credit because they've battled hard. They're still in the hunt. I don't know what their plans are for the trading deadline, obviously, which is tomorrow at 3. But, man, that team plays hard. They play well. And listen, again, with the injuries they've had, for them to be as competitive as they had speaks volumes about the character on that hockey club. So they lost 5-1 their last game in New Jersey. They're going to come out with some bite against us tonight, but we'll be ready for them.
Last thing for you, Rick. I know we had Boone Jenner on yesterday. He was a little cagey about how he's feeling right now. Timeline for him. I know he's battling through sounds like an injury there. Are we expecting that to be days or weeks, or where are we at on that as of now?
That's day to day, and he'll be a game time decision today for sure. He was in yesterday, spoke with him, feeling better. So he's in there. He's like Z. See how they feel this morning, and we'll make decisions based on that.
Well, it's that time of year, right? There's a lot of guys fighting through stuff and trying to get back on the ice for sure. So I know that's
exactly right.
A lot for you guys to manage there as well. Well, best of luck tonight. Thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. All right.
Look forward to it. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
There you go. Bones on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Rick Bonis will join us every Thursday, 7:30. But yeah, tonight, big one. They're all big at this point.
Yeah, I might just say we're trying to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, got to make those playoffs. Got to get this team that has been playing, I think, so well down the stretch here and giving you a real opportunity to see what this team can be if they're all playing at their best. Obviously, coming back from the break, the first two games weren't what we were looking for. But if you can keep this momentum you've started to build these last few nights, build on that, get back, maybe start another streak. I don't know. I mean, we already have
right
two.
now they own two.
I mean, so right, like that is a winning streak.
And
it has happened before.
It took, how many did we won? I don't remember. Was it 9 of 10 or 10 of 11?
I think
Something
that's
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
And that moved them up in the standings, but it didn't quite get
well,
them
not as much as you wanted to because everybody's
was winning.
Yeah, so you just got to keep doing what they can control. Keep going out there and giving it your best effort every night. Hopefully tonight we'll see that, and we'll see another W for the Jackets at Nationwide. More Pizza Madness updates. We'll give you some winners. We'll crown some winners next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
The right shoulder is now blocked after a crash on the west side. Still happening, though. 270 northbound, just passing 70. Looking at the 20s for your travel times, and we have delays as far back as 270 and West Broad Street. So to avoid that traffic, go ahead and take this detour instead. Get off 270 westbound and take 62 eastbound instead. Turn to Sullivan Avenue, and from there you can head westbound on 70 and eventually northbound on 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.89%, APR 5.91% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Coffee, iced cap, refreshers. Tim Hortons has all your favorite beverages. And now you can get your favorite bite for less. When you buy any size beverage, add a baked daily donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. So next time you order your favorite Tim's beverage, add something that satisfies your cravings and your wallet. The $1, $2, $3 menu. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $160 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $160 more. See store for details.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad, and I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, it's Common Man.
And T-Bone.
Hey, Pizza Madness is here.
Yeah, the brackets are live now at pizzamadness.pizza.
Vote for your favorite pizza place and then be very angry when it does not win.
Brought to you by Billiards Plus.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are working to get Myles Garrett's keys from him so that, maybe we can get him an Uber sponsorship or something, because
I go to Cleveland every Tuesday and Thursday for a small fee.
Yeah.
I can stick around and drive a chaperone, take him
Small fee.
Small fee.
Small fee.
Yeah.
I would be charging a large fee. But either way, Myles Garrett yesterday was, was it yesterday? I guess it was a few days ago. We're just now finding out about it. Cited for speeding in Northeast Ohio, this time going 94 and a 70 on I-71 North, February 21st, so a few weeks ago, in Congress Township. You know where? I don't know where Congress Township is. I didn't know there was such a thing in Northeast Ohio.
I'm trying to know.
I'm not familiar with the Cleveland, Northeast Ohio geography the way you are. But either way, they said it's at least this is Mary Kay Cabot saying it's at least his 9th speeding citation in Cleveland.
He about to get his license.
Since 2017, it's his 9th speeding citation and second he's had since he flipped his Porsche in 2022. Remember, he had the shoulder injury off of that, I believe.
Yeah, that one was not great at all.
I just don't understand it. I mean, I understand speeding, not that it's good, but we've all been there, done that. I do understand because I've been lucky enough in my life occasionally, because I used to many years ago work for a company that built very high-end sports cars and or luxury automobiles, and I got to drive some of them. And it is surprising how fast these cars can go when you're not even thinking. Like, you think you're going 50 or 60 miles an hour, you look down and suddenly you're doing 100. Like, I do know how that can happen. I understand it. I also know that that's not Myles Garrett's first time driving a car like that. He has been driving that type of car for a very long time. At some point, you need to know your limitations, and you need to know that it's dangerous if you're doing this. There's other people on the roads with you. If it was all clear, you were just out there by yourself. Right. I mean, that would be nice if that was the way the law worked. It doesn't, but you put one person's life in jeopardy, man. That's just, it's a repeated offense thing that I'm having the problem with here.
It's his 9th speed.
I mean,
what is it, 12? When do your license get suspended? Is it after 12?
I feel like if you're not the defensive player of the year, it already would have happened, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know the law. I've never pushed it that far where if you're not the all-time sack leader in a single season, I feel like maybe something more would have happened by now, but I don't know the answer on that. I guess there's some... I'm not a traffic lawyer or judge, so I don't know what these all end up being, but yeah, that's not great. Just why risk it is my whole thing with any of that. Like, same thing with people who, drink and drive or anything. Like, why risk it? Especially someone of his stature. You've got too much to lose. Other people could be hurt by this too. So just stop.
Need to get in the F1 or drag racing or something like that. You need to go to a racetrack and handle it that way.
This is the thing. Like, people who have the money that Myles Garrett has could just simply go to a place where you can pay, you can bring a nice sports, you can have a race team build a car for you and take it to a track, and you could, like Mid-Ohio up there, Lexington, Ohio. It's on the way up to Cleveland. Not far from him. He could get down there. You could literally have a race team that would build a car for you, fit it for you, go out there. You could rent the track out. Rich guys do this all the time and take it out there for 3 hours and go as fast as you want and be safe.
What kind of car did they say he was driving? Did it say?
I didn't see what it was, but the one he flipped was a Porsche.
So he. Well, listen, I've had a Challenger before, nice little souped up Challenger. You know, sometimes you think you're going 70 and you're really going 90. Like it does kind of feel the same. So
9 times since 2017,
he needs to be more aware of what he's doing. He need to be a cruise control guy. That's what he needs.
No kidding.
To just put that thing on 79, 80. Just cruise
Put a governor on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a truck. Like they do that if you work for a trucking company. Some of those where it's like, why is this guy going 65? It's like, because that's as fast as he can go. Because the truck literally is limited by his company to not go any faster. That's what the Browns need to work on that, I guess.
Them in Georgia.
God, you got one guy on the team who can't get a massage anywhere other than the team facility. You got another guy who they can't trust to drive away from the team facility without getting in trouble. Just, what are we doing?
By the way, Tyvis, this supposedly happened in Worcester. Not in Cleveland.
That's what I thought when I seen Congress.
Yes.
That's why I was like, I'll go past that. That's in Worcester.
Oh, he was hanging out. That's by all your wife's family's all from there.
Yeah.
You know who else is from there?
I get off, if I'm going to our uncle's house, I get off on that exit.
Do you really?
Yeah.
See, now I don't know. Maybe he was in Worcester. Maybe he was just driving by. But sprint car world, the dirt track world, there is a track right there.
Not when
far
you said
from that.
Congress, I'm like, that sounds like Worcester.
See? We need to get him out on the track.
Right there by Lodi. You go past the Lodi exit, it's the next one.
Go look up Jack Hodenshield, the wild child.
As a matter of fact,
that's the guy.
Here in about an hour or so, I'm going to be going right past that in a minute.
Well, don't go 90.
I ain't going to be going 90, but as soon as I see that exit, I'm going to say, you got a car right here.
Yeah, that's not good. Come on, Miles. Like, everything else is great. He seems like a great guy in the community, all that stuff.
They said
don't speed.
In the chat, they said Ohio is 12 points in 2 years. The higher the higher over the limit you go, the more points you get.
Well, what happens if you've already flipped your car within the last 2 years, and then you have 2 more speeding? I would just say at some point
he tries not to have any more offense every other three years.
Yeah, I was going to say, he must be spreading out his violations enough.
He understands the law.
Losing his license.
Like if you work in a factory where it's like days without incident, they have the little thing where it's like, it's been 100 days since we had an accident. Like, does he have a counter that's like, ding, and you can just go, it's in his garage. It's like, you can go fast again. And he just starts, all right, now I'm back.
It's a Derwin James that plays for the Chargers.
Yeah.
He has a driver.
Well, I'm sure there are more than a few guys that do.
I wonder why. Because he was at something, and they was asking everybody what kind of car they drive. And he was like, well, I don't drive. I have a driver. And he drives like a black Escalade truck or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was, I remember when Phillip Rivers was living in San Diego, but they moved up to L.A., and he didn't want to move the family, so they stayed in San Diego area. They
what was that, like
got
a 2-hour drive for you?
Something like that. But he got a custom-made vehicle where he could sit in the back. They had a TV in there, and he could do film. Like, he could basically work at his laptop, whatever, but watch film on the drive. So he didn't even have to mess with it. Didn't even have to worry about driving, and just was using the time to study film. I'm not saying Myles Garrett needs to do that, but just get someone to.
That is a dream for me.
Take it to and from.
If I had somebody at 8:55 outside waiting on me to take me to Cleveland on Tuesdays and Thursdays, ooh, I get back there, man. Let's do it.
I'm sure it could be arranged. You can eat your Chipotle in peace.
That's right. I can get a bowl. I can say, forget this tortilla. I can get a bowl.
Oh, could you imagine if you roll up to somebody, you see a guy get out of the back seat of a black Escalade, walk into Chipotle, and it's like, that's Tyvis Powell. Which, by the way, I heard the other day on Rothman and Ice, you were on the phone with them doing the interview. And in the line at Chipotle?
Yes.
You take your hit with them so seriously.
What the hell is wrong with you?
This is the thing. It's a 10-minute segment. I gave them a good 6 minutes, but my stomach, I was hungry. What was I supposed to do? I can't wait 4 more. I couldn't wait 4 more
Why
minutes.
not?
I couldn't.
I
just could not do it.
I don't want to ever get judged about food by you again. Because like, T-Bone, you're going to eat that whole pizza? It's like, Tyvis, you couldn't wait 5 minutes to go eat your Chipotle?
No, I could
your
not.
Your stomach was calling.
My stomach was
Thank
growling.
you. I relate to this.
Yes,
don't ever yell at me again.
Yes, it
My
was.
whole life.
And they turned into me interviewing the guy about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
It's like, ask the Chipotle guy, what does he think of Deshaun Watson?
What did the Chipotle guy say?
He's like, I don't care about no Deshaun. He said he ain't did anything. He said he's only had one good game, and that was the Baltimore game, and then after that, he got hurt.
Does that guy want a job here? Because that actually was very astute observation. I agree with that guy. I like what he had to say there. All right. We didn't do Pizza Madness yet because I got distracted. So, yeah, we don't have anything else coming up. Next, Pizza Madness. More of that. We'll get it. Pizza Madness, by the way, brought to you by Billiards Plus. Thank you to them for that. We will get you an update on who is winning in Pizza Madness next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still monitoring some pretty slow commutes for our downtown drivers after a crash on 71 southbound. It's right at Main Street where that left lane is blocked, and those delays far back as 71 and 670. Some pretty slow road conditions. As I mentioned, folks, take it nice and easy and nice and slow on these wet and slippery roads. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. I have some basic expectations at my house. One of which is that when I come in from outside, it feels more comfortable in my house and not feel like the temperature outside. I don't think that's too much to ask. However, if you have old, drafty windows that are letting in some of the air from outside, your house isn't as energy efficient. Your house won't stay the temperature that you're setting it at. You can help address that by getting some new windows from Window Nation. Window Nation has high-quality, energy-efficient products, and with one simple consultation, their experts will visit your home, find your problem areas, and make recommendations. Plus, once you find the windows you want, they can be installed within 1 day. With Window Nation, your house won't just look great, but you'll also have peace of mind because all Window Nation products are backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, in March, the more you buy, the more you save, up to 50% off all window styles. And be sure to ask about Window Nation's generous financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to windownation.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
It's March. Send it in, big fella. That means the greatest sports weekend of the year is coming, and the best place to set the puppies and watch the tournament is at Hollywood Casino Columbus. I'm Scotty Vegas, and Thursday through Sunday opening weekend, kiss the kids goodbye and hang out from noon to 5 with the Fan at the Hollywood Casino Sportsbook. A Bill Raftery impersonation contest, free throw games, free shirts, and more. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Onions!
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders
damaged windshields, and slick roads can quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The basketball Buckeyes went into Happy Valley and put a 94-62 beat down on the Nittany Lions. Bruce Thornton had 18 points in the game, leaving him 12 points shy of the program's all-time scoring record going into the season finale versus Indiana on Saturday. The Lady Buckeyes will play in the second round of the Big Ten tournament against the Indiana Hoosiers today. Tip-off is at 2:30 over on the Fan 2. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are also in action tonight. They'll host the Florida Panthers at Nationwide Arena. Coverage for that one starts at 6:30 right here on the Fan. This update is sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at Scramblers. From now through March 31st, get a buy one, get one free deal on the Manhandler Skillet. On the app, terms apply. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
You know, I'm realizing that there are men that's going through life every day that has a mediocre sex life. It's good, but it could be great. Don't just settle for good when you can have great. Go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health, because they have treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. Some of these treatments have you last an hour or more. It's a 90% success rate, meaning your chances is very high to get your life back when you was younger, when you could stand up in it all night. You know what I'm saying, T-Bone?
Yeah, I do. Exactly. Stand up in it. Whatever you said. I'm with you. Yes.
There are 6 locations. 2 of them are located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one's in Westerville. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that brings you closer together. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. The initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Buckeye men's basketball team got it done in Happy Valley, made it sad, depressed Valley last night. They destroyed Penn State. What was the final score? Like 94 to, there we go, 94-62.
To a little.
Whew, that was, yeah, if you missed it, if you didn't stay up and watch it, John Mobley Jr., 8 of 9 from three-point land. That'll get the job done. As a team, they were 16 of 23 from the three-point stripe. So that's good for 70% from three-point land. By comparison, they were 10 of 15 from the free throw line, which is 67%, which, I mean, isn't great, but it was a small sample size. Didn't really need to hit free throws last night when you're raining threes like that. But, my God, they went from a week ago in Iowa. I thought this team forgot how to play basketball. Then they go out and upset Purdue, and now they destroyed Penn State, which Penn State is terrible. But they destroyed them, as you should. Now it sets up the Indiana game.
I'm actually... Wow, so they play Indiana next, and the women play Indiana today.
Today, 2:30, I believe.
I think
we'll have that on the Fan HD2. But that is a tournament game. That's the Big Ten tournament. Yeah. So that is not going to be an easy matchup for them, but they never are in the Big Ten tourney. That's what the women's get things going today in that tournament.
Was it last year or the year before where Ohio State was doing really well in the Big Ten tournament, and then I think they lost to like Purdue? That was Zach Edey's last year, right?
Oh, on the men's side.
Yeah, the men's side.
That would have been 2 years ago when Diebler's interim year, they were trying to make the tournament.
That's right. Yeah. And that was in the Big Ten tourney.
Yeah, that was the only way they were making it.
That's right. By the way, this has just come down from the NCAA. They've already determined that the winner of the Indiana OSU game gets to keep Gabe Cupps next year. So, just FYI, that's on the line this weekend, along with Bruce Thornton trying to get the record. He's only 12 away from the scoring record at Ohio State. You would hope that he would break that. Obviously, the Buckeyes, if they get that win, they're in the tournament. I don't think it matters what they do in the Big Ten tourney. One more win for them probably seals up the tournament bid. But yeah, so that's all coming up this weekend. So we're excited for that. Now, though, we got to talk some Pizza Madness, Tyvis. I've got some winners for you. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. So this is from the sausage region. This is round 1. Yes. Thank you. Oh, we got mood music. I like it. This is good. All right. So 1 seed, Tommy's Pizza. They are the defending champs from last year.
Yes, they are.
Columbus Legends. They were going up against the Pride of Etna, Pizzaronis, which I saw a lot of people very much online complaining like, oh, Pizzaronis a 16 seed. How dare you? Well, the votes are in, and it was a 116 type of matchup. Tommy's. Now, again, probably not as many people familiar with Pizzaronis. I'm told it's great. I haven't had it, but the votes are in. Tommy's wins.
Okay.
And you know what? I get it. But I'm gonna go try.
Mean, they're going up against the defending champs. I mean,
by the way, it should be known that, like, if you are listening going, I don't know this pizza place, that's a great invitation for you to go try it.
It does make you want to try all of these places.
Yeah, I've never had Pizzaronis, but I'm going to get out there and try it. However, Tommy's advance is there. In a 4-13 matchup, Pizza House, legendary spot. They did pretty well last year, too. They do the very, Columbus style, good-sized toppings, though. Big-time toppings on their pizza. They were going up against Osteria Pizza, which is a newer place. I believe it's in Old Town East. And they do, like, the more, like, brick oven-style pizza.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I think Dom has a brick oven.
Oh, Dom Taberi from 10 TV?
Yes.
As if there was another Dom that we were talking about. Yes.
Dommy.
That doesn't surprise me. I know he loves to make his own pizzas. And he does.
I'm still waiting on him to, hook me up. I want to hear, I really want Common Man's, but that's a whole nother story for another day.
Good luck with that. Yeah, that's honestly, Dom came in the other day with lasagna, and he, I had all my stuff on. I had my backpack. I had my coat on. It was cold. I had my gloves and my hat on. And Dom's like, hey, I brought in lasagna. It's in the fridge. You want to eat some up? And I'm like, I would love to. I'm ready to leave now. So, no, I'm not going to heat it up. But he does bring in food for us, which I appreciate. So, by the time I got back the next day, it was all gone. But, yeah, Pizza House, Osteria Pizza. Pizza House dominated them in the voting, and Pizza House is going to move it on there. They are the 4 seed. Hound Dogs Pizza. Did you ever go to Hound Dogs when you were at Ohio State?
Yeah, I think they catered to us a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you never went.
I've never went in there. I've had you get a box to go. We used to, when you get your food there, and then they give you a box of food to go, and usually it's pizza. And Hound Dogs was a few times, and I used to tear that up.
Hound Dogs, great, legendary pizza. And obviously, I don't know if they still do this. They used to be open like all night or super late at night, and you could get a pizza.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any time of day.
I've never been a guy that stayed up past 11 o'clock. So.
Not even in college, working on those term papers?
No.
Late nights? No. You got to, crank out the term papers.
No.
You weren't a procrastinator?
No. Give me she would say the assignment is due in 3 weeks, but I'm going to go do it now. So in 3 weeks, I'm not sweating about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
What a smart decision that is. I was the exact opposite. No one should be surprised by either of these outcomes. Anyway, Hound Dogs going up against Luna Pizza Kitchen, multiple locations around town.
Just built one by my house.
Have you had it?
I have.
Do you like it?
It's okay. I like Hound Dogs better.
Okay. Well, you know what? So does the voting bears out what you just said. Hound Dogs is going to advance.
See, this is again. I never thought I would be able to say that. Like
you are
both places, and I can tell you which one is.
You are a pizza expert.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You stopped denying that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cardo's Pizza, I believe, is down in Grove City, if I'm not mistaken. Cardo's, we got a lot of people online saying, Cardo's, they need to win. They need to win. Like vocal support from like people on social media. However, when we went and looked at the voting, they were going against Flyers.
Yeah, and Flyers
has a bigger footprint.
Yeah,
to be fair, they have multiple locations around the city.
Tim Hall swears by Flyers.
He does. I think he works for Flyers. He may actually have a plane that has the Flyers banner behind it that he flies around with, but. No, Flyers Pizza is one that I have been partial to. I do prefer Flyers over this, but the voting also bears out. Flyers beat Cardo's, so Flyers is going to advance. That was a 3 seed, Flyers is. This one, I want to just put this out there that this matchup, I don't agree with the results from what the vote. I don't want to say that because I like both these places, right?
The match?
Well, the voting is, there's 2 of these that I have to say, I don't agree with the results, but I'm going to go with the people on this. Meatball Mafia does a great job. They are like a Youngstown pizza place that is here in town. I know they have a location over in Hilliard at the like the food hall they have in Hilliard. Why am I blanking on? It's the
on Cemetery Road.
Yeah, it's in little town of Hilliard. I cannot remember the name of that whole spot. Anyway, but they are over there and they do a very good job.
Culver's.
No, it's in the like little town of Hilliard. It's in Crooked Can. They're in the Crooked Can thing over there.
I got you.
Anyway, Meatball Mafia. Shout out to them.
Center Street Market.
That's
is
it.
the
Yeah, that
proper terminology.
That's right. Yes, but that whole area over there. Meatball Mafia does a very, very good meatball. They also do a very, very good pizza. They do a Youngstown style pie, which is excellent if you've never had it. I like Meatball Mafia a lot. Tyvis, I think you know where this is going, though, because I'm setting it up that way. They are a 12 seed. They're going up against Classics. Classics Pizza and Sports Bar. I have done appearances at Classics for years. I have been to Classics. I have had their pizza. At times, I lived on it when I worked up in Westerville. Like, Classics is excellent. Classics dominated this victory. I just want to point out that Meatball Mafia, if it were up to me, I probably would have voted for Meatball Mafia. However, Classics was the clear winner.
You're a man
We're going
of
with the will of the people. That's right. We have a couple. This is another one that I don't agree with the outcome, but I'm going to give you the outcome. Okay. Planks is fine. I like Planks. Planks Cafe and Pizzeria, good. Shout out to my guy, Nick Gallo, though, in the Gallo family of restaurants. I love Gallo's. I am friends with the owner. Gallo's is great. Planks is winning this. They're going to advance. The 9 seed is going to upset the 8 seed here. Gallo's was the 8 seed, but if you haven't been to any of the Gallo's pizza places, like the one over in Dublin is phenomenal. And I just was over there the other day and had some of the best pizza I have ever had. So, but Planks moves on. Planks is the winner. Now, if you like a sweet sauce, Planks is for you.
Okay.
I'm not as big of a fan of a sweet sauce, but Planks is a legendary establishment. They have a very unique taste to their pie, and they're a Columbus institution. Planks is going to move on, but shout out to Gallows. We have a couple more matchups that are too close to call yet. Okay. I have DeCarlo's, which is the Ohio Valley style where they put you can order it with the cold cheese on top if you want to.
telling me about that yesterday.
Right. So they have that going up against Borgata, who I just had yesterday. Yeah. And then the other one, Harvest versus Rotolo's.
Harvest is
super close.
Harvest is good.
Okay.
I've had that.
Okay. We're going to settle those when we come back. It's Pizza Madness, brought to you by our friends at Billiards Plus. More of that coming up. Also, I have to tell you about something else going on that I have to, excuse me, Tyvis, I have to figure out what we're going to tease next because I have forgotten. Oh, yeah. Tom Brady's annoying. And in fact, he's being very annoying to his employees that work for him at the Raiders. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your rainy Thursday. Over on the east side, we're looking at 12-minute delays after a crash by Gahanna and really by Easton. It's on 270 in that southbound direction. That right shoulder is blocked, looking at 6 miles per hour. A single digit, folks, for your travel times. And we're seeing traffic all the way backed up by 270 in Morse Road. We also have a disabled vehicle on the west side, 70 eastbound, just passing Hilliard Rome Road. That left shoulder is blocked out there. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.89% APR 5.91% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward here. The new weight loss meds are having results, but what happens after you stop taking them? I didn't want to rent my results. I wanted to own them to keep the weight off. I chose the medication-free solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to find a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing, 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
When we make time to read with kids, children get the message that reading is important and fun. When we read books that have characters of all races, backgrounds, genders, and abilities, students can discover their own voices and learn from the voices of others. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing. As we take part in Read Across America celebrations this week and all year round, please join the OEA in celebrating our nation of diverse readers so we can set up all Ohio students for success.
Springtime is here, and you know what that means. It's time for mulch madness. Did you know that too much mulch is bad for trees and shrubs? 2 inches of mulch is plenty. Any more and you risk causing roots to grow up and around trunks, which increases unhealthy stress, shortens tree life, and even keeps moisture from getting down to tree roots. To find out more about mulch madness or to find a certified arborist near you, visit treesforohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have a 10 weather impact alert in place for this morning for the commute with patchy dense fog and scattered showers and thunderstorms with some having heavy downpours. As we get into the day, we'll see highs getting into the mid-60s with still some scattered showers and storms into the early afternoon before we see mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies take over into the evening. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Had a lot going on today. Busy day. Rick Bonis joined us at 7:30. He confirmed Jet Greaves in net tonight for the Jackets. Also said Boone is day-to-day. Zach Werenski's they're going to see how he's feeling once he gets to the facility today. And if he can, they're going to have him skate. And if that goes well, then we'll see about tonight. But he's been dealing with illness. Either way, if you missed that interview and anything else we did on the show and you want to hear it, you can always get the podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, just search T-Bone and Tyvis. You will find it there. You can like it, subscribe to it, add it, whatever your podcast app lets you do. Then that way, every single day, whatever we're doing, you will get on your device free of charge. This is all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. So shout out to them. Thank you for that. Okay, a couple more winners in Pizza Madness. And then I got a story about Tom Brady is annoying. Ready?
I am ready.
Okay. First, the pizza. DeCarlo's versus Borgata. I like Borgata pizza in the way that I like like a very, very messy chocolate chip cookie. You know what I mean?
Every now and again.
Where it's like when you pick up the chocolate chip cookie, it's almost like not done.
Yeah.
And it's like
just kind of falls. Yeah.
And it gets all over you.
Yeah.
However, I don't think I would eat that cookie every single day.
Exactly.
Because I want something a little sturdy.
Oh, that would be a little messy every day.
Right. Borgata pizza is that way for me. It's a New York slice. It is very decadent, very delicious, oozing with cheese and toppings and great. And they've got, great spot there over in Linworth. Excellent place to go. Love that spot and great pizza. However, it is a little bit, I would like it to have a little bit more structure to it if I was going to eat that more often.
Yeah.
As a New York slice. So for me, now DeCarlo's is not a New York slice at all. That's just the other place that we're talking about here. DeCarlo's has never missed. Every time I've been there, I get, whether I'm going with the Ohio Valley style where they put the cold toppings on top, or you just get the regular pizza.
I really want to try this place.
You should.
With this cold toppings on top.
I think they've got a location in Westerville.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, you should go check it out. They got a location downtown too, but DeCarlo's, great. I am going to go with DeCarlo's in this one. The voting is also close but slightly ahead for DeCarlo's, so I feel good with that one. We're going to put DeCarlo's through. That's a 7 over a 10.
By the way, side note, I love how Tyvis drives so much that anywhere from Powell to Worthington to Westerville is just all near his house in his mind.
You know what? I will say, as someone who grew up in Columbus.
Is close, right here. You need everything. Listen, I've learned that everything in Columbus is 20 minutes apart.
That's exactly right.
Everything, it's 20 minutes away. So that's normal.
It's so funny you say that because when we moved here from New York, every time we asked someone how far someplace was, they always said 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The answer was always 20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes.
Well, you got that outer belt. It does get you around there pretty quickly as long as there's no stoppages. But yeah, honestly, growing up in Columbus, that's always been my thing, is like having a friend where I lived in Reynoldsburg and my friend lived in Westerville was like, oh yeah, it's 20 minutes. That's no problem. I can get up there. Not hard at all. Now, in reality, it's probably depending on like what side streets you live off of and how far up in Westerville. But I think exit to exit, yeah, it's about 20 minutes. And that's all I would really care about. So, yeah, so there you go. DeCarlo's moving on in that matchup. The other one I don't think we settled yet was Harvest versus Rotolo's. Now, I will tell you, Tyvis, Rotolo's is leading the online vote. Rotolo's legendary spot, very good pizza there, Columbus-style pizza.
Now, I haven't had that, but I've had Harvest, and Harvest was delicious.
It's close though. So this is where you and I can use our executive privilege. If you want to put Harvest through, because I think Harvest is a great pizza.
Have you had Rotolo?
I've had Rotolo's. I've had Harvest. I would prefer Harvest personally.
Oh, well.
Personally, but Tyvis, if you will co-sign Harvest with me,
I will co-sign Harvest. Harvest is a good pizza.
All right, executive decision done. It's Harvest. They're getting through. Harvest wins. Rotolo's great. They had a really, really good effort
Dylan,
tonight.
have you had either one of those?
I have not.
Okay.
Dylan, you're letting us down.
How is it that I am more...
Because you're the real foodie of the show. That's why.
Exactly right. You've nailed it. That's it. We got it. So, all right. I will update these matchups. We'll have it all for you. You can actually go vote now. PizzaMadness.pizza. Common Man and Timmy did this the way they were supposed to. They got to their first round matchups for both of their brackets yesterday. So if you go to PizzaMadness.pizza, you can vote on such matchups as this: JT's versus Meisters, Rubino's versus Stads, or Stads? Forget how you say that one, but let them live. Pizza Nerds versus Enrico's, Carlucci's versus Torritas. Torritas is a tough matchup for anybody. That is all in the eggplant region. Over in the pepperoni region, they've got Sexton's versus Cheshire Market. Joshua Perry's place.
They got, that's
okay.
That's tough.
Here's what I know. Here's what I know.
Why would they do that?
That's just what's happening.
I don't like that, man.
Well, and I mean, I can vote on this like anybody else, but I'm not in control of that bracket. That's on their show.
Messed up right there.
But
man.
I make a solemn vow before tomorrow. I'm going to go get Cheshire Market today or tonight. I'm not sure which. I have a little time today to kill. I may go up there and get it this afternoon.
That's messed up because I like both of them is dear to my. I would have to go with Sexton's, but that's messed up.
You like having Sextons.
I would admire.
Get that as you as an endorser having sex.
I would enjoy so much, and I'd admire if you went and opened a pizza joint, ate a pizza, and then still went over to the Crew Stadium and tried out and sampled the concessions.
Oh, I'm 100% doing that today.
Okay,
I've got to go. I need to get this. I made a promise last year I was going to try Cheshire Market, and I haven't been back and done it. And tomorrow they're in a big matchup with Sextons. I would like to be able to advocate for them tomorrow morning on the show. I want to know for sure Sextons are them, I want to find out. So I've had Sextons many a time. I'm very familiar with the work. It's great. It would be my vote right now because I haven't had Cheshire Market.
Why they do that, man? They should have put Cheshire against
another
That's
matchup.
not right.
If people haven't had these pizzas, George's Pizza is excellent. That's up, I want to say, in Shawnee Hills. Black Dog Pizza is over, like, not far from Tuttle. Like, from Tuttle Mall. It's, like, back there off of, was that Carrick Square? Somewhere around. Anyway, Black Dog Pizza is excellent. I had that last year. It is one of my favorite pizzas in the city. I don't know who I would pick in that one. They're both great. Mikey's Late Night Slice versus Dante's.
I ain't had Dante's, but I've had Mikey's Late Night Slice with Timmy at the casino, and that was fire.
The unicorn sauce there?
Fire.
Miss.
They've had to change the name on that. They used to call it something else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they called it,
Sloot sauce.
I did not know that.
Used to have an unauthorized picture of, I believe, Paris Hilton at one point on that, and they all had to change. Anyway, and then Angie's and Emilio's are the final two matchups. That's all on the pepperoni region.
And tomorrow we doing round 2 for pineapple and what are we doing, sausage?
Pineapple and sausage, yes, are our two regions, and I will update those matchups for you. We'll have those back up on the website. You can see it all. PizzaMadness.pizza. It's all brought to you by Billiards Plus. All right, Tom Brady is being annoying to the people who work with him. So do you remember that Tom Brady, like back in the day, he wrote the TB12 thing, and he had a guy that used to work with them in New England who also, I think at the time, was kind of annoying to people there. His name's Alex Guerrero. Do you remember this whole story? Alex Guerrero is the guy who I think Tom Brady modeled a lot of his TB12 stuff off of.
He was his personal trainer, right?
You said he stole it from Eddie Guerrero, the Latino Heat.
Viva la raza.
Orale! You talking about him?
Not Eddie Guerrero. Alex Guerrero. Different guy.
I don't know him.
He was Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero did have some performance enhancement that he was aware of that might have also helped Tom Brady.
Eddie Guerrero used to come out in them old schools with them hydros on it.
He lies, he cheats, he steals.
That's right.
But if I remember the story right, Tom Brady would bring in this guy, and he'd be like, hey, this is my medical person. Everyone else can mess with the training staff for the Patriots.
Yes.
I don't mess with the training staff for the Patriots. This is my training guy.
He was convinced the reason he hadn't had more like torn ACLs and big time injuries was because of this guy's methods.
Okay. I thought it was Pilates, but okay.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, Mike Silver, the Athletic, has a nugget on this where he said that apparently, among others, Max Crosby is not thrilled with the fact that you have this Alex Guerrero guy around the facility all the time. Apparently, this is what he said. He said, like many players and coaches, Crosby was frustrated by the presence of Alex Guerrero, a staunch Brady ally whose official title is Wellness Coordinator. Yay. Guerrero, who regularly attends practices and meetings, purports to possess significant organizational power, informing players of impending transactions and even indicating to staff members who don't follow his instructions that their jobs may be at risk. So Tom Brady obviously is a part owner of the Raiders. Now he has put his like personal trainer guy as like an actual figurehead in the front office structure of the Raiders. There's no way this works out well. That's just if he has any actual power, that's going to lead to more problems for this Raiders organization.
Listen, the Raiders are in full rebuild mode. They are there. This is a very pivotal moment for them. This offseason is pivotal for them to take steps in the right directions. They can't afford to really fumble this thing. And right now, this is giving signs that they're going to mess this up.
Yeah.
And if they mess this up, it's going to take at least 5 years for them to get back right.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I just look at this and it feels very much like Tom Brady basically said, hi, I don't trust anyone here. I need to have as much control as possible. I'm going to put my guy right in the front office. He can listen to he's sitting in meetings with coaches and front office people.
He's about to be as bad as Michael Jordan was with the Hornets / Bobcats.
Yep. Just because you're good at playing the game doesn't mean you're good at coaching it or managing a team or even owning a team in some cases. So
unless it's NASCAR, then Michael Jordan all over that.
Well, when you settle a lawsuit with NASCAR and then NASCAR maybe, I don't know, takes their foot on the scale a little bit when you're getting ready to go through inspection, who knows? People are accusing now NASCAR of cheating in favor of Michael Jordan because there was a lawsuit involving Michael Jordan's team in NASCAR. I don't think that's happening, but either way. Yeah, just something to keep an eye on with the Raiders because Tom Brady's influence seems to be pretty heavy there, and it doesn't seem like that's changing anytime soon. All right, 2 minutes away, we will come back. We know a little bit more about the first game of this gigantic offseason in the NFL. When we get football back, we know who's going to be playing up in Canton. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Having sex.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A new crash reported over on the north side by Lewis Center, so expect some delays on 23 in that southbound direction. We also have reported flood areas of concern. The first one's going to be just south of London over by Madison County. It's on State Route 38 in both directions at Linson Road where all lanes are blocked. We also have all lanes closed over by Pickaway County on State Route 752 westbound and eastbound at North Business Place. I'm 10 TV's Verena Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
So let's talk price, Wilson.
Let's talk about the price, Bob.
I hear it a lot. Leslie, aren't Pella windows a bit more expensive?
The actual retail price is.
But we're not. We've got 5 different window lines for the $300,000 to the $3 million home. All are Pella Elite.
Oh, so when I get on the show, I'm going to have to bid lower. That'll come in super handy someday.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
With Aetna, I always get a quick answer, and I don't have to search on the internet. They go above and beyond to help me with whatever I need.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctor's offices when requested. We show up with access to convenient care options. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Your garage floor looks gross, maybe because of all the weather. You've just got the salt and the road grime, and trying to clean it off, especially if you just have bare concrete floors, it can leave stains. Your garage floor can just look nasty. It has cracks in it. That's not good. You can get it fixed, though, with Comer and Cross Garage Floor Coatings. They will get it done in just one day, and they will install a gleaming new Comer and Cross Garage Floor. Their process involves pros, not pros like Tyvis, who went to the NFL, but pros like guys who actually come out who are not subcontractors, pros who are trained with this Comer and Cross Garage Floor Coating. They can come in and in one day transform your garage. They know how the product works. They install it properly, and they can even fix those cracks for you in your garage floor. And then next time you have all that road grime, it'll be a lot easier to clean because of your new gleaming Comer and Cross floor. Check it out today. Give them a call, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, to get your garage floor fixed, especially if you've had one of those bad epoxy jobs where it didn't stick and the tire lift is terrible and you can't figure out how to get it fixed. They can fix that too. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com. And, of course, the number 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. We keep it simple for you.
With any bracket, you know there's going to be some pushback, and we have pushback from the fans in the chat.
On Pizza Madness?
On Pizza Madness. Okay. King Pig 69 says if the talent hasn't tried one of the pizzas, they can't vote or overrule the people. The people's vote should count. If I was the people shops and heard you voted for the team, WDG. I don't know what that means.
What does WDG mean? Dylan, do you know what that one is?
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't know what it is. You know what? I think it's great for us to not know what something means and say it on the air, and then everyone's like, oh, no, don't do that.
Well, he's talking about the Harvest versus Rotolos.
Okay, Harvest
and you've
Rotolos.
had both.
I have had both.
And
I like
Harvest.
both of them. Both of them are excellent pizzas.
But
however,
you prefer Harvest.
One, Harvest and Rotolos were close. Rotolos was slightly ahead, but I advanced Harvest because I think Harvest is the better pizza.
Okay.
I did ask you, and you said, well, I haven't had Rotolos.
Exactly.
But you do like Harvest.
That's correct.
But I have had them both, and fine, put that on me. I've had them both.
Well, I think he was putting it on me, and it wasn't up to me.
No, it's up to both of us. But I'm just saying. I mean, if I swayed you in any way, I mean, you've had one of the pizzas, but I have had both of them. By the way, I literally know one of the guys.
Said it stands for "We're dropping gloves."
Okay. Well, that's fine. If the Rotolos people want to drop gloves with me, I will say, please put your oven mitts back on, and I will gladly eat the pizza that you make. I love Rotolos pizza. It's awesome. This is a competition.
I'll do some research, and where is Rotolos?
Isn't that in, I believe it's in Grandview, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's okay. So
yes, right
I'll have to do some research, and I'll get back with you.
Dude, I was on 161, and like over, because I went to Borgata yesterday.
Yeah.
And Borgata is right across from the original JT's Pizza location. And then I'm like doing the math on this, and I was like, if I stayed on 161 all the way going out west, east, 161 eventually goes out to New Albany.
Yes.
Get to Eagle Pizza from there.
Oh, you was trying to do a road trip.
Well, and I'm thinking of like all the other pizza places that are on.
Wait a minute, you love Eagles Pizza.
I love Eagles Pizza, absolutely. That's why they didn't put it in my bracket, because they knew I would. Oh wait, no, they did. Yesterday we had it.
I said it yesterday.
I got news for you. I may be overriding some people. Like it's close. I will do my fair. I will be fair. If I've had them, if I haven't had them both, I won't override. That's fair. But I was doing the math on that because then I'm trying to think, if you keep going down through 161, like Dublin, there is Bridge Street Pizza, which did not make the list, but Bridge Street Pizza is excellent as well, right there in Little Town of Dublin. There's also Luna Pizza. There's a location right off of 161 in Little Town of Dublin, right? You keep going out 161, it turns into 33. You take it up to Marysville, you can get Benny's Pizza. Like half the damn restaurants on this list are on 161. Like I just realized,
just one little drive.
That's someday we're gonna do the pizza. I don't know how many miles that is. If that's like 20 miles or whatever,
trip.
We're gonna just stay in Central Ohio, but go from Marysville to Sunbury on 161 and 33, and just go right through.
Do you think all these places do it by the slice?
Most of them, I would say, don't. Actually, like Borgata does. Borgata, you can go get a pizza by the slice.
Somebody was telling me DeCarlo's is by the slice.
You can get a slice at DeCarlo's, and you can get it with the cold cheese on it too if you want. So I recommend doing that. But when I went to Borgata yesterday, I got they had a Buckeye cannoli. You had Tyvis? Have you had a cannoli?
I don't think I have.
What is it? Take the gun, leave the cannoli, or is it leave the gun, take the... I forget which one. Either way, from Godfather. The point is, the cannoli, it's like a chocolate cream filling, and then they put peanut butter chips on the outside of it. So it's a cannoli, but it's a Buckeye flavored cannoli. It's Borgata out of this world. But it's not about the desserts.
Would you rather have that or a maple donut with bacon?
That's... you know what I'm going to need to do is more research. I'm thinking you and I
need to try them both so you can answer the question.
Well, one of them I'm not trying.
We do our pizza road trip through Central Ohio where we just take on 33 and 161. We'll stop there midway and get the cannoli.
I want to go to Zanesville and get that one donut place that's
yeah. We had people hyping that up.
Yeah.
Fish was going to drive out there and get it.
He did say that.
And he never did.
Let's leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Thank you. All right. So 2026 preseason, we now know who the first matchup's going to be. The Pro Football Hall of Fame game in Canton. That is on Thursday, August 6th, and it will feature the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Now, you might be saying, okay, yay, why do I care about this? Well, you might care because of I like that they at least, I know some years they try to do this. I like that they did it this year. In the Hall of Fame class that you have going in, you have both Larry Fitzgerald, who played for the Cardinals, and Luke Kuechly, who played for the Panthers. So two of the Hall of Fame inductees played for the two teams that are going to be playing in that game. I think that's a nice tie-in. I do like that. I don't know that it's necessarily the biggest needle mover from like, oh, yay, let me go see, this star player or that star player. None of them are going to play in that game anyway. But nice that they're going to do a little tie-in for two guys who definitely deserve it, who are in the Hall of Fame in those two. Cool little tie-in. You have any thoughts on this?
No,
Tyvis,
I was locked in.
Take a break from the chat. We do have a radio show. It's broadcast across the city to thousands of people. There are, I think, approximately 200 people in that chat.
I think Tyvis, like most people, does not care about the matchup of the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. Screw that stupid story. Back to pizza. You see that? When all these people are like, why don't you guys talk more sports? That's why. That's why. No one cares. Pizza Man is brought to you by Billy's Club. So I'm going to read that shit. I'm right. All I can think about now. All I can think about is getting Cheshire Market today.
The Hall of Fame game is kind of meaningless because none of the stars play. You telling me the Cardinals versus the Panthers? Okay. Whoever the Cardinals decide to draft with the third or whatever pick they got, not going to play in that game. Whoever their new quarterback is, not going to play in that game.
Exactly right.
So it's kind of Bryce Young ain't going to play in that game. So it's kind of like it is what it is.
By the way, let me play you this real quick. This is from Travis Switzer, who is the new coordinator for the Browns, offensive coordinator for the Browns, right? This is him being asked about the wide receivers. I want you to tell me if you think any of this is cap or not. Okay?
Okay.
You got Jerry Jeudy, who is a very talented player, and
cap right there.
That'll be something that we're looking to try to tap into. A skilled player's production year to year. I mean, there's just so many variables that go into that. You know what I mean? I think you can overthink things a lot of times outside of that individual player's control. So we'll be looking at all those things, and we're very excited about Jeudy and Bond, and then obviously, like I said, I think we include some tight ends in that as well with Fannon's skill set. So we're very excited about our pass catchers here.
All right. They asked him about wide receivers. He spent 30 seconds talking about how you really don't understand. You got to take Jerry Jeudy and really look at him. It's like an abstract painting. You got to really spend time to see the beauty in it, but it's there, I promise you. And then he mentioned one of the receiver's last name and then jumped over to tight ends.
Yes.
That right there is your problem, and that's like you said. That's
all I know is with that 6th pick, I got a strong feeling they're gonna trade the 6th pick. I really do.
Really?
I do. Because that's just they like
why
they're gonna trade back to like 12 or something, and then they're gonna try to get the Monroe Freeland offensive tackle from Georgia. For some odd reason, I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Take Carnell Tate at 6, and if he's not there, then I
don't think they're gonna do it.
Whoever's next on your receiver board at 6, and then go get an offensive lineman later and get 3 offensive linemen with your next 3 picks. I don't care.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Who's the zesty wide receiver from USC that you like?
Makai Lemon.
Zesty?
Zesty.
God, zesty.
He the zesty.
I did not see his press conference at the Combine.
He either zesty or he about that life. One of the two.
Let him live. Let him live. All right, buzzer time next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Just seeing 2 crashes out on the roads right now. The first one's going to be over by Delaware County on the north side of Columbus. It's on 23 in that southbound direction right before Hyatt's Road, so expect some lane closures out there and a few delays. But hey, some better news for our friends on the east side. A crash still going on, but should be clearing up pretty soon. It's on 270 southbound, just passing Easton Way. That right shoulder, though, is still blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no closing cost mortgage. With interest rates at their lowest level in 4 years, what's stopping you from taking advantage? Maybe it's the thousands of dollars in closing cost? Well, what if I told you that those costs aren't required and that you decide whether to sacrifice $15,000 to $20,000 of equity at closing or zero? At Miller Lending, we're all about zero and have been offering no-cost loans since 1987. With no title closing or origination fees, imagine having the freedom to refinance any time a lower rate becomes available or a need arises. Even 0.5% lower in rate results in savings of over $100,000 over the life of your loan. So why wait? No-cost loans are real and here to stay. Simply call Miller Lending and see why thousands of satisfied clients have made that choice to say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the show, joining the madness, Eric Reeser, 1/3 of Bishop and Friends. Hi, buddy. How you doing today?
Gentlemen, I'm well. How are you?
Are you going to celebrate Pizza Madness by getting pizza?
Probably not this weekend.
Why not? That's like the perfect time. Tomorrow night is pizza night in like 80% of households.
I'm the 20% that is not celebrating tomorrow night.
It's all right.
I'll get pizza sometime in March. I had pizza 2 weeks ago. We did Hobnob and UA.
Oh, never had it.
Good.
What kind of pizza is it?
It's tavern style.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
You know,
of course, I was
flat
big
crust,
fan of it.
squares.
Yeah, perfect.
Would it make the 64 pizza bracket? I don't know.
So I got to look this up.
Did you vote it? I wouldn't fight for it.
You didn't.
I did not.
Oh well, then. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
I wouldn't fight for it.
I can remember a time in Columbus where I think if you mentioned let's put 64 good pizza places on a list, we would struggle to get there. Other than you'd have to include every chain, you'd have to do all this stuff. Now we have people like wanting to fight us in the streets over leaving off their specific place. Like the food scene in general in Columbus, since when I was a kid to now, has exploded and is great. But the pizza scene is also fantastic.
Can you think of one that's gotten uproar over being snubbed from the bracket?
Oh, off the top of my head, I can't. I just had a couple of them yesterday.
They kept saying DeCarlos, but it was on a different region.
People are really bad at reading, I've come to find, with your pizza madness thing.
We did have, I know there were a few people who were mad.
Where's my favorite pizza? Different bracket, man.
They were mad about Cardos. That was another one, but it was on there. Cardos was on there. It lost. It was on there.
Nate in the chat said, no pizza can touch the hot and ready from Little C's.
I'll tell you what, back in the day, $5 from CC's Pizza.
Oh,
Get
dude.
that pizza buffet.
You got to prepare people. Like, we had.
CC's Pizza was before its time.
My wife was out.
No, it was right out its time, and then it left.
They should have stayed. When you want to go to CC's?
Nope.
Why?
It was 2011, 2012 maybe, and we had CC's Pizza for the last time.
Oh, you remember the day?
Oh, I remember the day.
He said, never coming back.
Never doing this again.
What happened? Somebody...
It's just really bad.
Oh. Well, that's the thing. I always feel like CC's was it was a quantity over quality play.
Yes.
The entire way there.
It's like a Golden Corral.
Yeah, you can try a lot of different things. Doesn't mean it's all going to be good, but it's all going to be there. You can go back as many times as you want. I will say the cinnamon rolls or whatever they called those things they had at CC's. Now those were excellent, and their dessert pizza was good.
Dessert pizzas were good. I remember their sauce being sweeter.
It was a sweeter sauce.
Good mac and cheese pizza.
That mac and cheese pizzas. Have you ever had that, Tyvis?
A mac and cheese pizza?
Yeah.
No, the only outside of barbecue chicken and buffalo chicken, the craziest I've ever had is taco.
A taco pizza is excellent as well. Yeah.
You know who's got a quality pizza is Roosters, and they put a chicken wing on it.
Really?
They do. Yeah,
Again,
you can get it with the chicken
fight for
wing.
Roosters in your 64 pizza bracket, but it's good.
I do like when I go there, half the time I go there, I get the little personal pizza because 9 times out of 10 in my household, if I bring up pizza, everyone's like, we had that 3 Sundays ago. And it's like, I know. I've been thinking about it ever since that Sunday that I'd like pizza again. But my household, it's like, no, we have it on the calendar. 2 fortnights ago, it was pizza night. It's like, we could have pizza every other night as far as I'm concerned.
Well, see, that's how my
So when we go to a
family is,
restaurant
and
that serves it, I get it.
I get played at a pizza, like, Now, when you say Chipotle, now we could do that.
I'm sure.
We could do that every day. Twice on Sunday.
They know my place is literally, they're like, what does everybody want to eat if we're going out for fast food? Everybody else votes, and they're like, if no one can decide, they look at me and go, Dad. And I go, you know what I want? They go, Taco Bell? And I say, yes. And that's where we go.
Whatever happened to Quiznos?
They spent all that money on those Super Bowl ads with the weird animals and ran out of money.
I think that's right. I think
that's really what happened.
I mean, they're gone, right?
It's crazy. So I was flying to, I forget where I was going. I was doing the Big Ten somewhere, and I had to land in Denver, and I had a layaway. I was going to Oregon, and it was a Quiznos in Denver's airport, and I stopped everything and walked up in there. I was like, I ain't had Quiznos since I was like.
And how did it
7?
How did it match up?
It
20 years later.
You could hear the hallelujah chorus.
Okay. Oh, was that good, huh?
Yeah. It was like, man, it's a shame that this place isn't around.
I know.
The only place I ever
toast
see
your bun.
Quiznos is at like travel centers when I'm driving to like New York. Like in Pennsylvania, I'll see it in like a travel center.
That's fair. I'd forgotten all about those, but you're right. Yeah, some of those turnpike stops, they have like little restaurants that otherwise, like Roy Rogers. I don't think I've ever seen
another one.
I've never seen a Roy Rogers anywhere other tthan a turnpike. But yeah, that's a restaurant apparently.
Friendlies only in turnpikes in New Jersey. That's it.
That's it.
The only
Yes,
place
exactly.
you're catching a Friendlies.
By the way, Reeser, I'm a little frustrated because I didn't realize yesterday. I would have sat down. I would have gathered the family. I didn't realize you guys were having Scooty Penn on yesterday. That is my guy. That's a good interview, too. I'm sure you guys had a lot of fun talking to him.
Yeah, he's always great. And the one thing I would say for Jake Diebler, because I've been more on his allocation of money and guys he's spent, or guys that program has spent money on out of the transfer portal. If they go in the portal this offseason and find a Scooty Penn every season, they'd make the tournament.
Yeah.
A follow me to freedom guy. I'm going to hold you accountable every single practice. Twice on Sundays, to borrow your phrase.
Right.
And make sure that there is no slacking day, night in and night out.
Well, and the thing that the closest you have to that is Bruce right now, and you would hope that's the case, but Bruce is not going to be back
Bruce
next year.
Scooney had a little different edge to him.
Yes, he did. Well, Bruce is more of a lead by example guy. some of those like quiet leadership guys that you see in the locker room who just follow his lead, do what he does. Scooney would get in your face and cuss you out. It feels, I mean, I'm guessing from afar. I didn't ever
I'd be
experience
okay
that.
with them having more of that.
Yeah, I would, a little more edge.
An attitude is needed because it was fun last night beating Penn State and Bishop and friends this morning. We'll discuss that. But I think to have a more consistent team that would not frustrate Ohio State fans as much, because you get the last two performances from this basketball Buckeye squad, and then you look back to the rest of the season, you go, why couldn't this be that in some of those other games that they've had? They've lost by one possession.
Or you look back to a week ago in Iowa and you go, what
the hell happened
just
here?
play like this against Iowa.
Did aliens
there's no
take
bubble.
your basketball powers in a special basketball and then give them back to you against Purdue?
Right. Didn't Penn State come off of an Iowa win?
And they beat Iowa, which is bizarre. How?
Yeah, it's
now
basketball.
in college basketball,
it's basketball.
It's the zaniest thing, and I think that's what we love so much about it. But I think having a Scooney would decrease the likelihood of that happening as much as it seemed to happen to this current basketball team over the last 5 years for Ohio State. But maybe they've played themselves off the bubble. That'll be one of our points of discussion on today's show. Paul Feinbaum's going to join at 10:30. We'll get Jody Shelley on at 11:30. Busy, as you guys know, talking to Rick Bonis this morning. Busy couple of weeks for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Indeed. All of it coming up next. Bishop and Friends 9 to noon right here on The Fan.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the chill? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train furnaces, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Well, a spokesman for the University of Michigan has confirmed that Paige Shriver, the woman who Sharon Moore allegedly had an affair with during his time as the head coach at Michigan, no longer with the program. Her contract has expired and was not renewed. Moore, of course, was fired by the Wolverines for cause back in December of this year, and then he allegedly went over to her house and did all kinds of other weird, crazy things.
Butter knives.
Butter knives, yes. So that, anyway. So there you go.
But instead, they hire another baddie into their athletic department.
I don't remember her name. Yes,
Skylar Fan.
Let her live.
You're a fan, huh?
Now I am.
I'll tell you what. Sharon. And guys, you got Sharon Moore right in there. Yeah, that's yeah. Go ahead. She's doing fine.
You saying they have a type?
This is what I'm.
Let her live.
I'm picking up.
She's doing well for herself. God bless in all those endeavors. She seems great. All right, that's it for us. Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon. We will be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Thursday. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.